Well met. Hi. Welcome back to the realms. Welcome back to our playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, wherein Ivan, who has the computer that can run Baldur's Gate 3, and I, the guy who created Baldur's Gate 3 and the realms around it, play through Baldur's Gate 3. Now, we play through the game as complete newbies. We have not played this game before. We are trying to play it as characters in the realms, working with what those characters would know. We're not trying to min-max the game. We're not trying to use our outside knowledge because Ivan is in fact a software engineer. He's magic. To like buff the game, do great things. We're just trying to have fun, play D&D. And yes, to those who have asked, this is open to anybody who wants to tune in on the internet and watch us make idiots of ourselves. I mean, watch us conquer the game, whatever. Have fun. I'm sure we will make lots of mistakes. Oh, if I was a warlock in the realms, who would my patron be? Mistra. Come on, why should Elminster get all the action? I want to know all the secrets of magic, and she is the place to go. Uh-huh.
Alrighty. Yeah, welcome, folks. Just a couple of quick announcements. So first and foremost, welcome back. Thank you for being here. We're going to be picking up on our run of Baldur's Gate 3. That I'm going to go ahead and click in the window so you can hear the music. At least I hope.
Ooh, music.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Drinking music.
You probably
I'm
can't
drinking.
hear it now because I don't have the source up. But a couple things. So yeah, we're plugging right along, man. Twitch is awesome. Twitch has all these conditions that you have to meet in order to like be a candidate for affiliate or partner. And I guess they saw that our streaming frequency or whatever, our streaming success was higher than what they expected. So they just like breezed over the fact that we hadn't streamed on 7 individual days and like in 30 days in a 30-day span, which is pretty cool. So thank you for that, Twitch. So yeah, you can see that we do have subscriptions enabled on Twitch. We haven't had too much time to futz with it this week, so we got some emotes and stuff on there. We got bits and everything, so if you want to become a subscriber, you want to follow, that would be amazing. That would really help Ed out. Other than that, yeah, we're going to continue to get things set up. We're going to get YouTube membership set up pretty soon as well here, and I think that's about it, my man. Yeah.
Excellent.
Announcement wise, you want to fill them in on what we did last time we played this game?
We started the game. We survived the crash of a squid ship. We wandered around it and added Shadowheart to our group. We sent Astarion back to camp after he tried to bite us. And then we discovered we needed him. And then we encountered withers in a crypt, and we're still searching for Lae'zel. And that's sort of where we are. And to answer the first lore question I've seen in there, second lore question, yes, druids can get it from nature, but it has to be the nature of their specific wood, like the forest or wood or wilderness place where they are. Right, back to the game. My goodness.
I do have to tell everybody, I said that I was going to sell all the crap that I sent back to camp, which involves a lot of pots and pans.
How much farther can I go?
And candlesticks. I never said when, though. Can I just be clear about that? I never said when I was going to sell all that stuff off stream.
You do have the economy.
Yet? just so we're all clear.
You do have the economy to think of. You can't, like, flood the market, man.
No. Here, answer a question or two, Ed. I got to jump up real fast and grab something.
Okay, yes.
Started.
Dr. Pepper. Yes, Dr. Pepper is a great choice. To answer the question, and I'm sorry, I apologize to the questor, because it's vanished off my chat, and I can't back the chat up. There are quite a few of the early Realms characters pre-D&D that I would like to stat up and so on, that they were in the initial turnover and Wizards declined to add them to the Realms. The Questmaster is the one I'd go. Have I reached the Grove yet? I don't know. Will I be running games at Grand Con? Sean, I think I will. I don't know yet. I have to talk to Brian Lenz. I have to talk to Brian about everything, like where I'm staying, when I get there, when I leave, all these things. Um, what are some good books I've read throughout my life and would recommend to us? How much time do you have? I'm a librarian. I have 400,000 books here. I would say do not miss the novels of Guy Kay, in particularly Tigana and A Song for a Bon. Do not miss the Head trilogy, the Riddle Master of Head trilogy by Patricia McKillop. Of course, do not miss Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, and do not miss the Amber books by Roger Zelazny, and Jack of Shadows by Roger Zelazny, and A Night in the Lonesome October by Roger Zelazny, and Road Marks by Roger Zelazny. And
There's a lot of Roger Zelazny in there, bud.
And do not miss the entire oeuvre of Terry Pratchett. And of course, the moment I talk about Terry Pratchett, Withers comes to camp. Oh, good. Yeah. Is this where I get to romance Withers?
I don't think that there's any cue here. I just wanted to talk to him because Withers is pretty dope.
How about number 3? Care to explain why you're helping me?
The Speed Geek. What? Somebody's thanking the Speed Geek, and I want to know why. Did they donate or subscribe or something? Dude, listen. Okay, alerts are still kind of wonky on this so far. 20 subs? Oh my god, thank you so much, the Speed Geek, for 20 subs. We're using Restream at the moment. And just to briefly touch on what we were talking about last stream, Ed's right, I'm a software engineer. I'm super irritated with the chat functionality of all these, like, multi-stream plugins or platforms or whatever, like Restream and all these other ones. We can't see things very well. The reason why it takes us so long to start, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're setting up Ed with chat, is because there's always like this just pain in the ass thing where I have to like send him an embed and then have to like write custom CSS to like for OBS so he doesn't have to see white text on a white background. It's like complicated, right? And so I'm literally like engineering right now like a custom thing that connects to all these chat platforms via like their OAuth APIs, and then I'm gonna like merge it into a front end so we can just receive chats, and then we'll get all the cool notifications like 20 gifted subs and the highlighted text and all that stuff. So I'm working on an app as we speak, and it's probably like 2/3 done. It's going to be done soon, and we're going to be a lot more responsive to stuff like that. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Melody, for the 5 subs. That helps out a lot. This
and
will continue
hi to
get
Brazil. Better. Hi to Brazil, because I've been asked to send a hi to Brazil, so hi to Brazil. And
go smooch, Gale.
Daniel.
Brazil rules.
I'm going to be doing
a lot of fans.
A video on mantles, because there's tons of mantles we haven't detailed yet. Think of them as personal protective auras for wizards, because a wizard at low level with maximum 6 hit points is like a sitting target, a meat target. So mantles were very important to early mages in the realms. Ivan Ghost Mooch Gale? My goodness. Okay, Owen, I haven't yet answered your Black Dragon question. I'm still at work on it. You know how many things I've done since our last stream? Well, another 5 Realms videos, scripted for one. Aha! And a secret meeting with wizards that I can't talk about.
All right, so we've got our main quest, which is cure the fact that we've got squiggly wormy boys in our brains. We want to see the potential, which is a personal quest, to see what this psychic powers they're providing can do. We got companions, don't care, explore the ruins, complete. So I guess we're just kind of free wandering, bro.
Okay, well,
we don't have a lot of direction.
I still want to find Lae'zel, and I want to get these things out of our brains. And I hear tell there's a grove we're supposed to be finding. And to the question of the return of the Ashmedite cult, yes, of course it's going to be back, and soon. Oh, something's going on. Something purple.
Yeah. Excuse me. Don't step in that.
Okay. Yes. Always neglect to step in fire, because you get burned. Hi, Erica. I love you too. How is life in the area around the Nether Mountains?
So the chapel. Did we do the chapel yet, dude?
Not the easiest of questions for me to
also, I gotta silence my phone because that beeping's gonna.
Is that where we fell in right here?
Yeah.
And then we met 2 bad guys and dropped a hanging rock on them, and I didn't know if that was here or not. Lae'zel is north. Yeah, but you see, I'm not supposed to know this metagaming stuff.
Yo, so we did do the chapel. We did do the
Yeah,
chapel.
we did. Yeah.
I think we got to go north. North. Whatever
And which
direction,
way is
west,
north? Do we have a map? Oh, look, there's a map.
Dude,
Lovely.
so
What's on your mind?
come on, Gil. I'm so used to clicking I for inventory and stuff, but like the hotkeys in this are really comprehensive and good, but like they're super specific. So usually you'd just be able to click like I or tab for like your inventory and all this stuff. It's J here for journal, which is like I know that that's common sense, but I'm telling you, it throws me off having to remember to hit J.
And yes,
Northwest.
Gale has a cool hat because Ivan is the master of cool hats.
When you say cool hat, it was. Let me just say it was a divisive decision intended to make the Hunkley Gale.
Look-
First off, I'm calling him Dale from now on. Second off, it was to make him look as ugly as humanly possible. Oh, we found Lae'zel, I think. Yeah, baby.
we?
Zoro was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her
White-hot
lips don't
stare.
move, yet you hear her voice.
Get
She
rid of
won.
them.
Oh, snap, dude.
Holy hells. Another one.
Lay tight, Lae'zel.
Oh, snap. Did you... Oh, Ed, where'd you go, bud? Woo, there.
Apparently in the lobby, because I lost my internet connection. Can you pop me
You're back,
in?
baby.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
So, this is a cool part of this. I don't know if you just saw the rest of the thingy, Mabobber, but it said, ooh, another one, which is like an action cube based on the fact that we picked a Gith Yankee.
Yes. Yeah. And so I...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've got Frozen Eddie.
Okay,
I
I
love that he's
lost
just-
my I keep losing my internet connection. I'm in the country, so
Oh, you're all good.
things are rather rocky. Okay, yes, but I don't particularly want to fight these guys.
So anyone
Now-
unclear with the format, by the way, every time we start this stream, I typically have to teach Ed how to make tabs in Windows. He's one of the greatest geniuses of our time in terms of literary talent. He's a bit of a Luddite, which means he's not super savvy with technology. So I'm the tech guy, which means I'm pushing all
thumbs.
I'm pushing all the buttons. Ed's just gonna tell me what to do for those unfamiliar with the format. Anyway,
And to
Onward and upward.
answer American Witcher, Elminster versus Raistlin, I win initiative. I send Raistlin home. He's a nice boy, but he wanders around, and he's sort of at the rebellious teenager, moody teenager stage. So I just send him home before he can do any damage. It's
Also, I do want to address St. Sir Nicholas. Ed Greenwood, you are cool. Do you have any tips for YouTube? Are you talking specifically about achieving success on YouTube? Because if you figure it out, please let us know. If that is what you mean, this is something that Ed and I have a conversation about all the time. We could be super hyper YouTube-y, but that's not why people enjoy Ed's work, at least in my opinion. And so the number one word we always use back and forth when we're talking about what to do for a video or what to do on streaming or whatever is just authenticity. Just like be authentically you, and if people like you, dope. And if they don't, then like their loss. You know what I mean?
oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. So would you like to intimidate or attack the tieflings? Which, by the way, dude, tieflings calling us looking like demonic and evil and whatever. Like, what the hell's that, bro? Give me a break.
I don't know. It tells me I'm still in the lobby.
Oh, you're here.
Am I back? Oh, good.
I
That's
can see.
good.
Can you see
good.
my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Beautiful.
And in answer to the question about YouTube, the internet is a series of knobs and tubes. I've seen it on my computer screen. Yes, we're in Ontario. I'm in a rural backwater of Ontario. In my lonely log cabin, huddled around the fire in the blizzard, with the Mounties coming up and asking for coffee.
I'm fairly certain his internet packets get delivered by carrier pigeon at this
Yes,
point.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real
Yes.
quick, make this decision real fast. You want to intimidate or attack the tieflings?
I'm going to try intimidating the tieflings in a nice,
Sick.
sort of gentlemanly fashion. I don't want to have to kill you, so if you'd kindly open your cage.
It's only a DC 5, bro. So. Oh Jesus! I say that.
Hunky Mounties! Artie, they'll find you.
Come, my messer. Now,
It's New York. They already know all the back alleys of New York. They'll find you.
Get me down.
Mounties are notoriously cool, but I said this to Ed the other day. Like, are you a cop? Are you a forest ranger? Can you frickin' pick one, please? Because the vibe is giving me mixed signals.
No, it's very simple. The Mounties carry the Stanley Cup and the Grey Cup.
Okay, so Lae'zel gawking, get me down. Now that they're out of earshot, sure. Say please or leave.
Now that first one. Now that they're out of earshot, sure. Yes, Fizban is better than Raceland. Fizban is in fact a god. So.
hear goblins before you
Elminster treating Raceland like an edgy teen. Yo, so do we have Lae'zel now? What's up, girl? Do we have to click her?
Is that
away,
what we're
baby.
calling it these days?
Questionable
Yes.
intellect. I expect better of Githyanki. Release me, or enjoy a future.
Oh, they're gonna make me
escape.
do it. I have to like figure out how to do it. All right.
Why can't we just open the cage?
Well, we can probably, but I'm assuming we're gonna have to do some kind of fiddle fudgery. I'm gonna have to target the cage somehow. Weakened base. Oh, she's gonna hate this, bro. Let's go.
Oh well,
The tadpole
that did it.
hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes.
I want to know how she
You
got
will
in that
join
trap.
me.
Do you think she was put
We
in that
must
trap, or
find
did
a
she like
crash. Our people possess the
try to
cure
get an
for
acorn or
perfection.
something, and then all of a sudden
It's
there
a
was a
trap
deadfall
called
scenario?
plot device.
Obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Well, you see,
I'm sorry, our
Pam,
character's
I
way
want a
hotter than
romance. I want a romancer, so of course I had a poor gift face.
So remember last time in chat they said if we choose the racially specific ones, we tend to get better options. So
Okay, whoa.
we can
my
be
chat
super
just said
sweet or normal.
that. Okay. And to answer the chat here, yes, there's a video coming up on Oss. I've already done a video on Ankarome. Katashaka, there's an NDA for that, I'm afraid. Yes, I have lore for all of them. That's been covered many times.
Thank you so much, by the
down
way, the
years.
Speed Geek. That's amazing. I apologize if we're not
Yeah.
able to see sub notifications come through and stuff right now, but we are very appreciative for the gifted subs. I'm gonna actually, to make my life a little better, pull up a Twitch window to make sure that I can actually see when that happens, because at the moment I cannot, which sucks. And I want to be able to address and thank the people that matter that are doing this kind of stuff.
Number 2.
Number 2? All right.
Yes.
Let me just get this. Actually, I'll just do that.
The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. This means a creche is near.
Number 1.
Of course,
You're
man. We're not
full.
saying no to Lae'zel.
Dismiss someone first.
What
Oh,
do you mean
we're leaving
I'm full up?
We're leaving the. You're full up, boy. We're leaving
Yeah.
the vampy boy,
Number
right?
2.
Screw that guy.
Number 2, yeah.
Nobody wants
I
him.
didn't-
Tom.
Object, but sitting by the fire while you do all the hard work sounds marvelous, actually.
Thank you,
victory
thank you,
is not
Liberace.
certain.
You do that.
I have to say though that
You have
next,
made
that
an ally
like
from
since somebody
Creshkale.
compared him to Tim Curry
Few
from
know
Rocky
such
Horror, I
fortune.
like him a lot more
Call
now.
me Lae'zel.
Yeah.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Wow!
Elf.
Meow!
I suppose
Meow!
the finer details
Rat,
are lost
dude.
on a creature like you.
Come.
Oh!
The Horned
Fight,
Ones
fight,
mentioned a
bitch slap
camp.
fight!
One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near.
Why is she so
We'll ask this Zoru
rude?
where he
Why
has
does
seen
everybody
my
like her?
kin.
She's so mean. We just freed you, dude. All right.
She's trying to show our independence. Let's level everybody up.
Here's the deal. People always are saying, "Oh, never mind." They're always yelling at me to multi-class, and I never see the messages in time. But now there's not that option. So, I like Asterion, but also he's like a bit of a vampy little bitch, and I ain't letting nobody bite me in my sleep. Know what I mean?
It's a dommy mommy thing? Okay.
A dommy mommy thing? That's next level, dude. Alright. Let me adjust a couple windows here. Now I should be able to see gift subs much simpler.
Ooh.
Gift subs. Booyah. Pop out.
Yeah, they all grow on you by Act 2? Grow on you like mold? Okay.
Brutal. Oh, man. Dude, if I get one more ad about, like, exploit your user base and viewer base by sending them 300 different kinds of notifications and with 18 different new programs.
One of the guys told the dungeon master seduce the dragon. Oh, that's second level stuff. Be very careful about that.
All right, J for journal, baby.
I've actually just done a video that will touch on that.
What did I say about touching on that, Ed? At least while we're streaming.
Yes, well, no, but I mean video upcoming.
Okay, so I feel like I should probably, this top-down view is cheating, bro. Just like look around corners and stuff.
I like it, and I get to see all the architecture.
Wait, is this just a chapel again? God damn it! Wrong way. We're figuring it out.
Okay. Mithrin. That you should ask Stephen Shend about that at Greenwood's Grotto. Mm-hmm.
All characters get hate until they do something or unlock a cool ability. I thought that, like, you know what? At first I was like, yeah, everybody loves Shadowheart. That's everybody's bae. And then I was like, wait, doesn't everybody love Asterion? And then I was like, wait, doesn't everybody love Lae'zel? And then I was like, oh no, wait. Everybody that plays this game is just horny as hell. Just everybody loves everybody.
Are there brigantines? Yes, there are, but not near the Sword Coast. Tell you a secret about Illustri? Oh my goodness.
Open the bloody gate!
Illustri knows a lot more. Oh, wait a minute.
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
See, Ed, people are saying talk to the animals, bro. There are spells that are funny.
You let goblins here?
I walk past like 10 helpful things.
Are we at the Druid's Grove?
Please, there's no time.
It's exploration mode, baby. I'll go back. Briefly. Whoa! Is that a warg?
So, are we supposed to talk to that?
Open the gate!
What? Is it a warg? What is that thing? Oh, dude. That is like a whole mix-up, dude. What do we got? We got like a gnoll, some goblins, and a warg.
Cannon! No!
Ay. You didn't even try.
Shit! Form a line!
Talk the wee ones?
Oh, snap. Did they call them wee ones? Is that what they did? Rude.
And suffer its sting.
Why are we even helping these guys? They seem to have it pretty well in hand, bro.
Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastard! For the absolute!
And who or what is the absolute? No.
All right, bro. Oh, dude, we're like, we're rolling right up on these nerds. We're like right behind them. This is incredibly helpful. All right, cool. Get rushed. Also, for those unaware, Ed is not the most interested in combat, we'll say. So I usually use this as an opportunity to abstract that away from him and let him answer questions and stuff. Ed, you here, bud, or are you frozen again?
I keep
Oh, there
dropping
you go.
up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, you're awfully quiet, especially when I was like talking about you. Yeah, no, to answer Erica. Oh yeah, no, you were already answering Slay. Yes, Ed created the Forgotten Realms a long time ago. Way back
And
roundabouts, what,
the city of
1965?
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, 1965, 1966 for Baldur's Gate, actually. Oh, okay. What's the relationship between Mistra and Corellon? You wait, I'm writing a video right now that will tell you more about that.
So for those wondering, I hideous laughed that nerd in hopes that I'm not going to take opportunity attacks when I have to dance around them, because I want to get these people a little bit closer. Oh, I didn't equip Lae'zel at all, bro.
Oh, when she leveled up, yes. Darn.
I just like didn't give her anything good at all. I'm at disadvantage. Why is that? Outside normal range? I'm gonna give it a shot. We're gonna shoot the wolfie. Not great, dude.
My sickle and sword, strike them down.
Yeah, we've
No
answered this a few times. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What? Go ahead. No.
Oh
you
no,
go
I
ahead.
was you do it. Trust me, they care more about what you have to say.
No. I was just answering the technical one. A repeater would not help. I'm not on
No.
wire. I'm wired. It's the actual internet signal being delivered by wire to my house that is.
Garbage. No, what I was saying is I just wanted a quick answer. Baldur's Gate is older than you. Yeah, so Baldur's Gate was one of your early creations, right? We've answered this a few times, and that
Yes.
your first stories were about Mert kind of wandering around, and Baldur's Gate was a
Yep.
part of that.
Yep, 1966 for Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
That felt cool. So, funny enough, Stormer, I looked into Starlink for him. I was originally, when we first started this project, like almost 2 years ago, I want to say, or maybe more than 2 years ago, I literally looked up every plausible internet connection we could get him on, including Starlink, including like fancy DSL, this, what, that, the other thing. And then, like, I realized that he's just literally ineligible for, like, everything. He's just, I don't know what it is. You're not that rural. Like, you're rural, but you ain't that rural.
No, not that rural.
But it is, like, problematic trying to get you to have access to anything normal.
Yeah.
I want to do an extra little cure wounds on our buddy here. No,
Well,
guess not.
I have to answer you, Stormer. The people in my area who are on satellite link all complain bitterly about it all the time. All of them.
I forgot this chick's spells almost entirely. I guess just attack, right? Why the hell not? We're here.
Okay.
Also, listening to that goblin laugh is infuriating. I thought it would be so funny, and then I'm like, oh boy, it's got annoying so quickly.
So annoying, yeah. Yes, we should announce these streams more with longer advance times. We're just still trying to dig ourselves out of
Listen.
yeah.
Listen. We're doing our best.
Was the
Oh, it's a
Forgotten Realms an
bugbear.
idea that was brought to D&D? The Realms is much older than D&D by about a decade. In a kind of cop TV show, I'd rather be a member of the City Guard in Silvery Moon if I wanted to stay alive and have light work, but for entertainment, Waterdeep.
Did you end up answering that question? Of
About which?
the realms in D&D and et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, I put the realms into all my dragon articles, and then they came to me and said, do you have a complete detailed world? Because they wanted something to replace Dragonlance that could be a kitchen sink world. So they bought it from me. All the way
Oh,
through
I didn't mean to do that.
1986, I was sending them lore packages. Yes, wizard shops were not common, but wizards were everywhere. It was a high magic world from the beginning. Ooh. Oh,
Oh,
revive
God.
your inner fanboy. you don't want to miss this battle. It's sort of like goblins. Who'd have thought goblins would have so much blood in them, to misquote Shakespeare?
I'm trying to be a bro, and I can't heal this nerd. Oh, there we go.
I speak a little French. Have I been in Quebec often? No. Quebec is 5 hours away from me. I have been in Quebec many times, down my 65 and a bit years, but not, I wouldn't call it often.
Where the hell's the last goblin? Am I just like, I know I'm dense, but this, oh, there he is. Boop.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Do we get
So
to, like...
far, John, I would say this is the best Realms game I have seen.
Ooh, ooh,
what they
ooh.
wanted here.
We get to level up. People are going to have very strong opinions about this on multi-classing and stuff, so I'm going to let them speak
Okay.
their piece before I do
Yes.
anything ridiculous. Or subclass, rather.
And yes,
Uh,
net to D20, I have indeed read Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I read an advanced copy given to me at a book convention. That's how old I am.
How familiar are you actually with subclasses in 5e?
In 5e, not really.
right.
Or at least not 2024. 2014, I looked at them. And I looked at some of the interesting ones like Eldritch Knight and so on. But no, I'm not a subclass sort of guy because I'm not a game mechanics guy. I'm a story guy.
Yeah. So I do want to answer this question. You mentioned in a stream that there was an uncut version of Making of a Mage. So, do we have access to this? The answer is no ahead of time for several reasons. One of which being it would be super freaking illegal if we were to ever release that to anybody. Unless it magically found its way on a thumb drive that just happened to be dropped at a major convention. I have no idea who would ever do such a thing. But, no. But that said, Ed would have to find it first. Ed has literally, what, 2, 3, like 40 by 80, like, trailers completely full.
Yeah. 2 40-foot shipping containers and 1 80-foot haiku. Full of stuff.
Yeah, and it's all just, like, loose papers, like the original version of, like, the first book in Chandril Saga, like Spellfire, like the uncut Making of a Mage, tons of Realms lore, stuff that was like resources for books that got released, and like just a lot of stuff. We are trying to find a way that makes sense to go through all of it and categorize it and stuff. But it's like it's like a multi-year project, and we both have to work a lot.
And to answer Melkor, I've already done a video, it isn't out yet, on how to become a Lich. And I expanded on that for a special secret project I can't talk about yet. I will do a video on tier. Promise. That's on the long, long list.
So what sounds coolest to you, so we can get through this real quick? Arcane Archer, Battle Master, Champion, or Eldritch Knight? For Lae'zel.
Eldritch Knight, of course.
Oh god, that has so many spells and cantrips. All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cantrips.
When I wrote Incantatrixes, I originally wrote them in the original Dragon article, and I said there were a lot of woman Incantatrixes, and that's how it started. Why can't Ed publish it on DM's Guild? No, you cannot publish fiction on DM's Guild. That's still the rule.
Any of these spells tickle your fancy, by the way?
What have we got here? I gotta stop looking at chat and start looking at
Oh, no,
spells.
you're fine. I can just, you know.
Well, give her Booming Blade for one.
All
Give
right,
her Magic
Booming Blade.
Missile for another.
We don't have that, but we do have Bursting Sinew.
Ooh.
A ranged
What's a
attack.
naughty spell? Yeah, I some days I am definitely a Lich. Other days I'm not so sure. What happens when 2 different true dragons breed? The offspring favor one parent or the other. That's the in-game canon rule. True dragons and lesser dragons crossbreeding, you never get a true dragon as a result, but you could get all sorts of unique one-offs. You never know.
All right, cool. If you're cool with it, I did end up giving her magic missiles and burning hands. What do you think?
Sure. Did you give
Yeah?
her Booming Blade?
I did. I did, in fact.
Good. Wonderful.
Oh, God. What's exciting
Okay.
off this list for you? Featherfall, maybe? I don't know. Expeditious Retreat?
Is that the one where you can go away without having attacks of opportunity?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Alrighty.
Chromatic
We actually do have
orb
chromatic
is
orb,
good.
baby.
Good.
Yeah, we got
Yes.
chromatic on Gale, don't we? Oh my god, dude. We are just such a spell heavy.
That's good. Let's blow them. Okay. Yes, Illustri followers could indeed enter Evermeet again. There's going to be a video on that. I was writing it just before we went on air.
Oh my god, dude. All right, I'm gonna ramble these off very quickly, and you're gonna use what knowledge you have to try to pick some because there are so many. I think the new ones are as follows: Arcane Lock, Blindness, Blur, Cloud of Daggers, Crown
Cloud
of
of
Madness.
Daggers. Cloud of
That's
Daggers.
it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna keep going because we get 2 now. Crown of Madness, Darkness, Dark Vision, Detect Thoughts, Enlarge Reduce, Flaming Sphere, Gust of Wind, Hold Person, Invisibility, Knock. Ooh, I like Knock. Magic Weapon, Melf's Acid Arrow. Jesus, God. Mirror Image, Misty Step, Phantasmal Force, Ray of Enfeeblement. That's just a picture of me on a Sunday after I wake up with a hangover. Scorching Ray, See Invisibility, Shadow Blade, Shatter, and Web. Everything else is level 1 spells we've already covered. My
Web.
god, dude, they really must have... You want Web? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
They must have really, like... It just included every single spell. That's so wacky to me.
Carlos, I have videos upcoming about other places than Faerun. You bet. Yes, we're going to do more supplement books, but that's secret right now. Do I like
thank God.
Karsus? No. Karsus is an example of what not to do. He's your dreadful warning.
Oh god, 2 new spells. Alright, baby.
Okay.
This is Gale now.
Yes.
My vote is for Lock. Or Knock, I'm sorry.
Do it.
Just because we can make
Yeah.
him a little more utility. People are saying
Yeah.
Misty Step is very useful as well.
Yeah,
but-
it gets him away. Let's do that. Yeah, Misty
Beautiful.
Step.
Yeah, Astarion's already gone. So
Yeah.
my assumption is we're probably going to need something to unlock doors. Let's loot some boaties.
No problem. Yeah. Yeah, I just like the way where Lae'zel says, you gotta get rid of somebody for me. Why can't I have them all? What do you mean for someone who isn't into combat? Who do you think designs the spells, guys? Do I
That's
ever do
true.
collabs? I do collabs all the time. But what sort of collabs do you mean? You mean on the internet or writing? I do writing collabs.
So, what percentage of the monsters that are like pretty well known to D&D now would you say that you directly contributed to and/or created from like Monster Ecologies or Dragon?
Oh
or Dungeon or
boy,
any of that stuff?
probably about a sixth of the total monster count
Really?
I created or co-created. But I've touched a lot more of them because as the game has new additions, we go over the existing monsters and we add stuff. Like their ecologies. I was asked to write ecologies, so I did a lot of stuff that tells you about what's, you know, the back, how they lay eggs or don't lay eggs, live birth, all that stuff. Daniel, can I tell us about Larlock's youth? Yep, there's a video
There are
coming.
children here, you fool!
We was running
What does that mean?
for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them
Also,
take
thank
the
you
druid
so much,
too.
Kim Kamara Times, for
Unbelievable!
subscribing.
Hi, Luke. Hi, Luke. Oh, Princess Stabity, hi.
You led them straight to us. And you ba 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 ba. So we got some dialogue options here. We've got another Githyanki one. You want to just take these by default?
How do you mean?
It pretty much
yes,
says they're
yes.
yeah, they're arguing
Yeah.
with each other, and we're
Yep,
just going to be
yep.
You
real
up and
dicks
speak
about
you
it.
out.
Oh
Show some
boy.
respect. This woman saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward.
What do you think?
Number 2.
You're so nice. All right.
Because this guy on the left is spoiling for a
damn.
fight.
This is hard, bro.
Oh, really? So why don't we do intimidation then?
Oh, it's far too
anyway.
late now. Hey,
Okay.
Dude,
Hey.
we're rolling well today, bro. Usually our rolls are pretty
You're
busted,
right.
but today,
There's too much at stake. Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless.
Gale approves.
The
I don't know what the
goblins
hell
have
that
found
indicates or
us.
means, but Gale
At
approves.
least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
We need to leave.
So, okay, here's where we come down to some really important decisions. And I mean overarching structural decisions about how we play this game. Are we going to spend a bunch of time running around talking to everybody unless it's mandated? Or are we going to spend more time expediting our way to the next thing?
Well, a part of me wants to get rid of these. Whoa! My whole game went away. What the heck? Okay. A part of me wants to get rid of these tadpoles as quickly as possible, but as me, Ed, I want to wander around and talk to everybody and see everything. I want to see the realms.
I mean, hell, let's wander around and talk to everything. What I think is
Sure.
going to be interesting is, like I said, as we come across these connections with people, they're probably going to give lore that is accurate to your idea of what canon is and inaccurate to what your idea of canon is.
Yeah.
And we can spend some time kind of sussing that out. Let me click this while I fiddle around with this tablet.
Okay.
If that display.
Is there a...
Aladin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
Zevlor.
Yeah. Say, I'm Varara Rune.
We are Varara. Oh yeah, for those that don't know, we're named Varara Rune. That's Ed's character he named, and he made her entirely. I just click buttons.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Why are they forcing you out?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
And also, as you make this decision, no, we have not talked to any animals yet. Ed, they say apparently Larian went all in with speak with animals.
Isn't that
Ed
wonderful?
won't let me have a pet. He won't let me have a familiar. He won't let me talk to animals. Blame him for not liking animals enough. You're a monster, Ed. I'm kidding. He just wants to keep on track, and he knows I'm going to talk to every stupid thing that looks like a dog.
That's okay. I don't mind talking to animals. How do we get speak with animals? Whom do we equip with speak with animals?
We'll find it. What do you want to do here? We can't stay. We'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
Oh, give me back my game. It took away. This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it? Let's just ask them.
Kagha, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Are his eyes actually like on fire? I just noticed that.
Number one, I'll see what I can do.
I think you should. Yes. No harm in trying the diplomatic route.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find
you can
the
drink
druids
potions of
at
speak
the
with
heart
animals.
of the grove. Please, make them see sense. before more lives are lost.
Thanks, Artie. I don't want to flirt with Gale yet.
No. I want
Yes,
everybody to
there's
look
a-
at how hideous we made him with the disgusting hat and the
paused to
leather
visit a druid's
vest.
grove
Although some
before.
people might be into this. He looks a little bit like Lemmy,
Magic weighs
doesn't he?
heavier
Yeah.
here.
He's the
Seeking
Gale of
solace in
Space.
root and
He
soil.
is Spade.
Grounding.
Where's your
What am I
boys,
saying?
boys? I'm a
I don't think
cider
this-
drinker. Okay, yeah, there's a video up coming on Murgom. Semfar is not
Yes,
part
God.
of Murgom. We'll be getting to that. What would I want to see a trilogy made into a TV series? It would either be Elaine's Errol and Danilo series, Songs and Swords, or it would be my Evening Star trilogy, just because it takes you from teenagers who want to be adventurers
Get out
into
of
adventurers.
my way.
Can't
Who's
talk
that?
now. Harker needs me.
I don't know.
Why is some guy named after a city?
I'm also just learning we can steal a bunch of shit, dude. You see all this, like, these red icons as I hover over things? I think that just means jack this poor little man.
Oh dear.
I won't do it.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed.
Dude,
well met.
Is he a gnome
And
or a
thank you for
dwarf?
beating
I can't
back those
tell.
goblins.
But all the smallest
brave
people
of
in
you.
this game have
Is
the
there anything you need?
deepest voices.
Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete. before
Hey,
too
welcome,
long.
D Norse man. Appreciate you being here.
Don't tell me the ritual will be finished shortly. Sorry.
I agree, Cyber Lucy. We should tell Larian Studios that Ed is playing. That would be super cool. I'm sorry. What was your response to that one?
I'm looking for a healer.
Ah,
I pray no goblin arrow has
somebody
grazed
should do that. It could be
Nettie
me.
could put you
It
to
could be
rights.
you.
Oh.
She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
Uh-huh. Tantalus, that is indeed NDA'd. Anything to do with the Dawn War and the Dawn Cataclysm.
So we're really locking down the grove, or what are we? What do we want to buy something from them? I don't think we have any money.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs.
Oops, sorry, you lost audio there because I was trying to fix your screen. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, I never equipped this lady. Before we sell stuff,
Sylvanas, guide your path.
let me equip Lae'zel. You told Swen? Thank you, NATO D20.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
thank you.
I do have 1,000,000 plates and forks to sell. Don't at me, bro. I'm working on it.
Yes, and go see her inner chambers. Really?
I was gonna do it off stream. Okay. She's got a long sword. What is what? Is this better? 4 to 9. Nope. Ours is.
Okay, if you're transformed into a lithid, you do have your former memories as sort of cloudy things from the past. It just no longer seems to matter. It doesn't mean you stop being you.
I don't think we have any good armor for her, or any weapons or anything, so I don't really have to equip anything unless she can also take a shield.
Thanks,
Yeah.
James M. Thank you very much for the super chat. And yeah, I am having really fun. A lot of fun. I am so fun at the moment. This is like great fun. Although we're now at the part of the game where I go, oh, don't we have henchmen to carry all this stuff?
All right. I know, dude, inventory management is like the bane of my existence. So I'm going to try and breeze through this without drawing too much attention to it.
Okay, pipe peanut butter. Gods who spend too much time outside their home crystal sphere or
But
plane,
let's at
they
least
don't
see if
risk
there's a-
losing anything. It's if they neglect
Need
their
anything
mortal
else?
worshippers, then they lose power, as people forget them. But they can travel as long as they don't fall into the clutches of somebody or something else. Where they're located doesn't matter.
Yeah, and thank you so much, James M. I'm going to see if I can find any of the other ones. Pipe peanut butter. And yeah, thank you so much for the super chats. That's amazing. I'd like to see your
Of
wares.
course.
I need
But
to sell
please,
some of these
remember,
forks.
I agree,
you're not the
Pam.
only one in need.
what yourself is changes. Yes. If things no longer matter, yeah. Talk to Withers. Oh boy.
Probably need
No,
a torch.
it does not remain the same person. You become, you take on the illicit mindset of we are the center of the universe.
People said we need to keep our shovel, so I'm gonna go ahead and
okay,
try to
let's
keep
our shovel.
What else can we sell that's garbage?
Should
other than
someone
everything?
warn him about the gloves he just equipped?
Probably. My guess? Probably.
Oh.
What do you mean I can't sell? What's the matter with you?
We were trying to play this game without any mods because I have seen some mods out there that are truly frightening. And I don't just mean giving Elminster breasts. I mean truly frightening.
What's wrong with a big titty Elminster, dude? Don't
Nothing.
judge.
I mean, if he falls on his face, he won't break his nose anymore. Look at the food he's selling. He's selling food. We should have
this
food.
Is so fucking complicated.
We've been a long time since we've been in camp. We should get food.
We should get food. You want to buy food? All right. Yeah. We've got
Containers.
roughly cut ham. Sick.
There we go.
Honeyed ham. Just a lot of ham, really.
Well, you know, actors are involved. Ooh, sorry.
Weave
Another
moss.
dad joke.
Oh, God. Oh, boy, Ed.
Yeah, sorry.
Acorn truffle. Gloves of missile snaring.
Yeah, baby. Yes, I'm the
You don't
guy
have
who
money
invented
for this
Elmar.
crap.
Oh,
We're good, dude. We're gonna
Okay.
figure it out. Look at this spell thief.
wow. Aha, special. Yeah, we can't afford it. Okay.
Listen, we're gonna make it
boobs
work.
don't work like that? Oh, sorry. Okay, besides humans, what races also smoke pipes in the realms? All of them! Okay, most elves frown upon it because it's taking something into your lungs that has to do with fire, which is the
Gotta
enemy
get
of
high to
trees.
get by, baby.
But halflings and gnomes and dwarves all smoke clay pipes. Yeah.
We don't need this crap,
Gloves.
dude. We got so many spellcasters. I'm officially
Gloves
selling
and
our
missile
spell spells.
snaring. What scrolls are you selling? Don't sell healing, but everything else, yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, I don't have just one favorite magic item. My goodness, that's like asking someone to choose their favorite child. I don't do that. Sorry.
A supply pack. You love that, dude. All right, what else do we have that's super cool? Scroll of Dark Vision. I'm sure people are telling me. I haven't been reading well enough though. This is a cool. I don't know, dude. Do we want this fancy padded armor too? I don't know why I'm doing this because I probably can't afford any of it, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're at least gonna try.
Well, let's try trading all our junk for it. Maybe he has a shortage of spoons and plates.
Yeah, he probably needs candles. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
We can sell books. He probably reads. Uh-oh. Ed's internet went out.
My connection for a moment there. Hang in
Hey,
there.
you're back, baby.
Yeah, I'm back.
Goblin Scimitar? Hell yeah, dude. Come on, he needs this stuff.
Oh.
You know he needs this stuff.
Ivan! This
What?
Is not, This is not Timu.
You're right. This is AliExpress, baby. This is Aurora Express. Balance off. I don't know what any of this shit does. All right, hold on. Balance offer. The fuck this happened? What did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
We're gonna barter. My offer has been refused.
Okay, then we
Switch.
don't get any of this stuff. Okay, goodbye.
Wait a minute.
Sell the
What if I
books. Sell the books.
just click this again? How do I talk him into it?
Sell our books.
All right. Trade.
Yes, do not get rid of our spell scrolls. Do not get rid of our spell
Why?
scrolls.
We got like a million. All right, I won't because you told me to. But we got like a million casters that all cast the same spells.
See, Luke Maynard, a great author, by the way, said something very useful in chat. Remember, you and Gale as a wizard can learn spells from the scrolls.
Ah.
And there was a...
Okay.
We can scribe them, apparently.
Let's get some
Oh,
hide
I would-
armor, bro. What do you think? Tell me. Sorry, I'm over here in my own little world now.
Why do we need armor? Just sell your soul. You're already going to become an illicit. Thanks, Melody.
All right, I got 123 left to buy something. What do you think is useful?
Do we have to buy something right now, or do we lose
Probably
the
not.
gold? Okay.
Yeah,
then
you're
on to
good
it.
call. Good call. We're done.
Sylvanas be with you.
All right. Now let's do some
Sylvanas.
equipping. Sylvanas.
Okay, we're definitely in the grove.
Yeah, baby. All right, what else do we got? We got some gloves. You can intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier. So who's probably good with dexterity, right? Shadowheart? Or Lae'zel? She's already got gloves. Let's dump on Lae'zel.
Let's give Shadowheart something. Yeah.
Yeah. Shadowheart's got these gloves of power.
If somewhere out there an alien species existed that looked like a race or species of the Forgotten Realms, and it was the first contact with humanity, which one would you pick them to be? I don't know.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures.
Dude, the eyes
on
of these
people who are
tieflings
as
are
good
dope
as
as hell.
dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
by the way,
Point
Why
to
This
blades and
Now.
spells,
Appreciate
but we
you
don't
subscribing.
bloody
That's
use
amazing.
them. We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
So they're talking about persuasion? All right,
Persuasion.
cool. Cool, baby. Cool. All right, ready? Diggy, 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 diggy. All, for those on Twitch, you guys should have crit and fail emotes, I think, too. I don't know if they're coming through on the damn thingamaboober, but... guidance is free. We have persuasion proficiency already. All right, let's make this happen. So send everything to camp so you can sell those in Act 3, hoard until then. Oh my
Okay.
god, we just succeeded. We suck
Yeah.
at this.
I
Oh, they
know.
are
Thank
working.
you.
Sick.
It's the right thing to do, and you
Cool.
know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
And just because for folks that weren't here earlier, the piecing together Twitch and the YouTube memberships and everything's been a little bit slapdash. Well, I'll say this now while Ed's internet died again. Everything's been a little bit a little slapdash. We're gonna be offering more rewards and channel points and all that stuff as we get that sorted out. But yeah. So thank you for being early arrivals. You guys rock. All right. Do we smack some of these people? Talk to them? I assume we probably talk to them. Who's the best deity and why is it Malar?
What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too.
Oh, I disabled
The
guys.
future's in good hands.
The Blade of Frontiers.
Go on.
I love that this dude's name is just
Give me a
Wyll
best shot.
with a Y. I'm back, and he's gone.
Not bad. Again.
What's Twitch? The Twitch command isn't working? Doop. There you go.
I can't do it.
Welcome back, baby boy.
I'm not like you.
Sorry about Ed's internet.
Oh,
Not his fault. It's not
I
my
don't
fault.
need
Although
you
you
to
can
be
blame
like
me
me.
because that's kind of what I'm here for. Just blame me for
You
anything
just have to buy
tech-related.
enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
So we're talking to a guy named Wyll, but it's not W-I-L-L, it's W-Y-L-L because fantasy. And he's training children to fight.
Number 3. It's good
All right.
advice, child. You did well.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts.
Oh snap, he's wormy too?
You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Very descriptive.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Worms for everybody.
Number 1.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go.
Elminster with a
sprouted
Y, I
any
like
tentacles.
that. Daniel Adler.
Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so.
Your minds collide once more. Wyll chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Oh, I don't speak.
Times? Oh god.
I don't speak Latin. I do, but my character doesn't.
Yeah, is Latin in the realms? Do we have Latin?
Yeah.
Latin-based
Yeah,
romance
unfortunately
languages in the
we
realms?
do. With all of the dragon names, Gary put it in before.
You mean
yeah.
Nabalalalalalalalalalar and
No.
Torberdordordordis?
No, the types of dragons all had Latin names in
My
the original
favorite dragon.
Monster Manual.
Oh, okay. So not Thoglomor, Formonorminus.
I agree.
God,
I should play the real Elminster. Yes, Simon saw what he imagined Elminster to be as his ancestor.
All right, so it's Nala Vara Uthatoril. Listen, let me just tell you something. That's 4 separate sections of word, all of which have at least 2 syllables. I'm claiming too much.
Okay, who is she? Let's just ask who is she. Let's keep it simple. I don't want to be rude to this guy.
Her name is Karlak.
Yeah.
An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her
You really
through the
can't be
hells to the
affording
Mind
to
Flayer ship.
swear on your good eye, bro. You've only got one
Damned
left.
infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't
She's a
kill
new
her.
dragon.
She'll leave behind
See,
nothing but a
gets
trail
it.
of corpses.
Okay.
Hey, thank you so much, Magic Missiles. Oh,
Number
dude,
2.
Number 2, your name's Magic Missiles. That's sick. Thank you for using 20 bits. I appreciate the bits.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Oh dear.
Thank you so much, BG3 Vitan, for the super chat. Yes, tech difficulties. Praise God. We just need to worship God more.
Why don't we say, all right, meet me at camp?
Perfect.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Also, I have a question to ask you, and we already briefly touched on this last time, and it sounds more serious than the question actually is. Is everyone in the realms actually a dick? Because every single person we've talked to in this game has not just been like, hey, how you doing? They've always been like, hey, how are you doing? And then you have to, like, why is everyone like that?
How you
It's
doing?
Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Be polite, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, dude? I'm not feeling very welcome in the world you
Yeah.
created. Can
Yeah.
you steal this backpack?
Sure, why not? Steal that backpack.
Oh, well, okay, I'm gonna try talking to the cow, guys.
Yeah, let's talk to the cows.
First off, it's a hungry ox. Second off, bellows. Low. Moo. Whoa! The cow makes me uneasy. Would you like to discern why? Oh, Ed, if you're frozen again, I'm gonna be so upset. Yep. Alright. And so long. He's coming back. Don't you worry. Let me catch up with the chat while that's happening. Yeah, shouldn't swear on your eyes when you're already 50% down, Will. Facts. Praise Cyric and Fairness. We are playing a Githyanki. Also, did anybody else used to call it Githyanki? I think that's like the innate sense of all of us when we're playing in like a fantasy realm to like church things up a little bit, try to make them sound fancier than they are. So I was always like, it's a Githyanki. And then Ed was like, dude, it's Githyanki, you idiot. Just say it right. Speak with animals is a spell. We have to learn it from a scroll and or a potion, which I don't think we have yet. We only have Find Familiar, but Ed won't let me take animal-based abilities. We're just waiting on Ed. He's before. I imagine he wants to know what the cow has to say. Where a map might be found that overlays the surface and the Underdark. Drow or Dro? JK, you bothered with that like 30 years ago? Yeah, dude. That's the #1 question. In fact, it's such a meme, the Drow versus Dro question, that like it's now used as an example when trying to say anything else. Like when you're trying to figure out a pronunciation for quite literally anything else. Oh, Mr. Greenwood. I'm going to make your lives a little bit easier. And I'm going to call Ed, and we're going to figure out what's going on. And see if his internet is likely to come back, or if the rest of the day is going to be ruined.
I'm in the lobby. I can see and hear you. I can see the game. I'm just stuck in the lobby.
You're stuck in the lobby and you can see and hear the game? Okay.
Yep. I can see you.
Well, why don't you try refreshing the page, big boy? They can all hear you, by the way. You're on speakerphone. I think they can hear you.
That's good. How can I refresh the page?
You can refresh the page by clicking reload at the top. It looks like a little spinny recycling symbol.
Yeah, here we go. I go to... Where is it now? No. Interesting. Because I'm in a live window that gives me other options.
Okay. So let's go through this step by step. If anybody doubts...
It says you are now in Ed's lobby.
Perfect. So go ahead and join that up.
How do I do that?
Why don't we go to email and click the link that I sent you through email?
Okay, so back to email.
Mm-hmm.
New link.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Ivan, new link.
So it should be the first email in the thread, and it says this is the same.
There we go. Join room with camera. Waiting for camera to load. Start! Here I am. I can only see me. Hey, now I can see me and you, but not the game.
All right. Let me go to my OBS and make... Hey! There he is. All right.
The stream ID you are publishing to is already in use. Please try with a different invite link.
You're in, baby. You're in. I'm hanging up so they don't hear double. Don't worry about it. You're good. Unless they're trying to actively disconnect you, but it looks to me like you're in.
Okay,
Can you hear me, bud?
There we go. Hi. I can't hear you on the phone.
All right. I've got to fix my stuff now because Ed disconnecting constantly has now broken my audio with Ed. But I believe they can hear you if you want to talk to chat. Give me un momento, por favor.
La da 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 da.
So give me one sec, Ed. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page myself.
Okay. Yeah da 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 da. Da, da,
All right, buddy.
da, da,
Can you
da,
try
da.
saying something for me?
Da 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 da.
Aha. Glory. Glory, hallelujah.
Well, no, it keeps trying to disconnect.
No, you're good, buddy. You're logged in. We can hear you. We can see you. Everything's good.
Oh, good. All right.
Yes. All right.
Good.
Sorry, guys. But hey, I told you I have a use in this life. I'm not just here to hoard all of Ed's time and affection,
dear.
although I do that too.
Mr. Lemon, I do indeed have an endless waste. That's one of the problems with getting old. My waste is getting endless. Yeah.
You're far too
Yes.
nice to me, do I do? Also, we're going to talk to this cow, bro. Cool?
There are no other internet providers who can reach me here except Bell, which is about 1/10 the mating habits of song dragons. We did it. Okay. Smooch the cow? Is this the Bovine Sex Club?
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
know.
Booyah. Fucking booyah.
Yeah,
You kidding
Simon's
me?
grandpa is not Elminster, but one of his
Something's off.
descendants.
This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Oh, here we are. Yes. Okay. Use
Did
my
the cow
Arcana.
just say moo?
Yeah, it did.
Like a human voice.
Use my Arcana check.
Oh, it said snuff now. It's illegal in all 50 states, bud.
Oh, that sort of snuff.
No. Whoa, what's going on in this haystack over here? Okay. Alright, we gotta figure out something to do with this animal. This animal.
No, Lord Nogrel, you can't use Starlink in my area. Elon hasn't enabled it for us. Period.
Let's see.
I'm in Canada. I'm in rural Canada. I'm in Ontario. Can't use Starlink.
Do we have a potion of animal speaking? We've got detect thoughts. Right?
Okay.
Would you like trying to detect their thoughts? I gotta figure out how to change my spells here. We don't have detect thoughts here. Oh, Jesus. How does one change their spells? I forgot. Pretty much immediately. Action, bonus action, arcane recovery charge. Field. I'm gonna use the scroll, dude. What does it matter, right?
Yeah, sure, why not? Pipe Peanut Butter, yes. I think he is still alive. If Sarek,
Wait.
Yep. Became a black dragon, I'm sure he's still alive.
Oh god, it costs 100 gold to learn, bro? Sorry. Go, please continue. We're gonna learn it.
Okay. Jeez Louise.
Now we still have to equip it somehow. You can learn it or you can cast the scroll. I will Alright, here's the deal. I gotta figure out very quickly
If we learn it, we don't burn the scroll. If we cast the scroll, we burn the scroll.
Yeah, so we just learned it, but now I gotta figure out how to equip the damn spell. I'm assuming you have to do it at camp? What's the deal?
Alright, let's use the scroll. Let's use
So we've already learned it. You know what I mean?
Okay. On that
I just
that
gotta
case,
equip
fine.
the damn scroll. I don't know how.
Dear. Okay.
We're working on it. Okay. Scroll, that's not happening. Okay.
Yes, Daniel. When I wrote that Elminster and Laurel's art had grown weaker, yeah, that was a design requirement of WotC. All of the high-level characters were being low-powered to make your player characters more important in the game. Do I envision Grumbar's personality, Tantalus? He doesn't say much. He's stubborn, he's patient, very patient. And he keeps his cards close to his chest. He doesn't share what he's thinking with other people. You can
We're gonna take a nap
change
before we get
spells
spells back anyway.
in the character sheet menu.
Ah,
Press the book on top of your...
No,
hit.
this one.
Hit K to open the spell book.
This one.
Legend,
This
thank
one
you.
is still.
Hey, by the way, thank you so much, Velvet Sanity, for the subscription. That's amazing. Very much appreciated.
Ask him what he's doing.
Yes, sir.
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own.
Oh, it's my
ensnared
lord.
By the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Pipe peanut
For a
butter.
mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Your face. You were like so gobsmacked by whatever the hell he just said.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly.
Also, Pipe Peanut Butter did do a super chat, so we'll answer that question just in a minute here.
What hath been wrought upon them.
Oh, Sereg? Oh, 750,000 gold pieces. And Vitor, there are many, many ways that characters can achieve immortality. And in fact, there's a video coming called To Live Forever. Lichdom is one of them, but it's not the most attractive one. Being a vampire is another, also the most attractive one. But forever is a very long time. Be careful about forever.
So most willingly, forsooth, their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I could trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind.
Yes, yes,
My
yes,
services
Jurgle.
are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
His voice acting really is, like, ace. Does anybody know who it is?
Yeah.
What else he's done? Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou
Let's
wilt do with
leave.
them.
Let's leave.
All right.
Yes,
I'm outta
he's Jurgle. Yes, I know he's Jurgle.
He kind of reminds me, also, is that ever revealed in the game, or is that, like, spoilers that we're just spoiling for everybody?
That's
that hasn't
spoilers,
played?
unfortunately, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is he revealed as Jurgle in the game, though?
Well, they did release some preliminary design sketches to their Kickstarter, in which he was called Jurgle.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oops, you know.
Yeah. I think Gale is starting to become our utility monkey.
Okay, carry
so
this,
what...
Gale. Carry that, Gale.
Oh, shit, but Varara Rune is the one who learned the spell. God damn it. Hold
That's
on.
okay. That's okay.
Alright, so we gotta take something off her. Let's do...
That's us.
Yeah, baby.
Hi, Brian! Yes, I would tend to agree with you, Benjamin. That is indeed sort of what Withers said. The current state of Semphar. There's a video coming on that. Already written.
Alright. Let's take a nappy poo, because I think we need to get some spells back.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What? Smiling
Jesus.
Knight? A way to reach divinity now in Faerun? It's not going to work, I'm afraid. Anymore.
Something's wrong. I feel... it hurts. Darkness, protect me.
What the hell?
Are you hurt?
No. I'm fine. Forget it.
Bad burrito, Shadowheart. Wow. I was reading two things at once.
No.
and it said
Number
Shadowheart.
Number two. Darkness, protect me. What did you mean by that?
It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry.
Do you have insight, my man?
Don't be sorry. Just tell me what you're hiding. The fact that you, worship
Oh, we
Shar
can't
is
use
what
her
you're-
guidance, though. But we do have advantage. No, disadvantage. Shit. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's click
Let's
these
try
nice dice boobies and go. Oh, God. That failed so horribly.
Yes, Magic Missile, I am familiar with that. I do, in fact, work with wizards a time or two.
We can roll again by using Inspiration 3.
Yeah,
or we can do
let's
something,
try
or try a different thing. Yeah, all right, screw it. Oh, God, we don't get our bonuses. No, we do get our bonuses. All right, let's go. Come on, big money.
Oh, disadvantage? Okay, fair enough.
And we're bad at this. She's a woman of mystery. Your call, bud. Roll again or continue. And or try something else.
Continue.
Alrighty.
Please. It's nothing. Just let it rest.
We have
Fair
3
enough.
inspiration points. Each one uses...
No, let's not blow it on that.
Alright.
No.
Who else do we have to talk to?
No pipe peanut butter. The city authorities do not seize money in Waterdeep. If they on such pretexts. If they did, everybody would stop trading in
Tingle
Waterdeep,
runs
so they don't
through
do
your
stuff
head
like
and
that.
down to your feet.
Oh,
there
Ed,
it
we're
is.
tingling, baby.
That
We
shiver.
linked up with Wyll, and now we're
Our
tingling.
little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you
Okay.
feel?
Horny, very horny. No,
Stephen Boxer is
number
the actor.
2.
Thank you for finding that. You
Number
rule.
2. Number 2, nervous. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry.
Also, my God, thank you so much,
but an
Magic
illithid
Missiles, for
worm
20 bits.
should
That's
be
amazing.
causing
Amazing.
more than mild anxiety. Before the illithid's unscheduled
Did
surgery,
you see?
I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends.
I'm gonna get to your question in a second.
Tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Also, just so you know, Magic Missiles, I got your questions queued up here, and we're gonna get to them in just 1 second. What was your cue that you wanted us to go through here, Ed?
Yeah, number 1.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the
Oops.
on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out.
War devil.
Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Attaboy. Okay, so, first off, have you ever read Nick Cutter's The Troop?
No.
So it's this really cool horror novel, speaking of worms. People should read that. It's good. But Stephen King, I don't know if there's Stephen King fans in the audience or whatever, but I'm a big Dark Tower fan. Not like so much a Stephen King fan, but a Dark Tower fan.
Me too.
But,
me too.
Yeah, so Stephen King recommended Nick Cutter. He's like, I guess, a big fan of him, but he wrote this book called The Troop that is like, not trying to spoil for anybody. It has a lot to do with worms and or parasites, and I just keep thinking of it. It's a very good book. But we do have some questions. Real quick,
Okay.
Pipe Peanut Butter asks, Super Chat, how much does is the Horde of Klauth worth?
Haha. Klaus Horde is worth over $200 million.
Woohoo!
And it's not all in one place. It's spread out in many layers of many dragons he's defeated. And what he likes to do is collapse the ceilings of those lair caverns, so you can't get to them without a lot of digging.
You genuinely dislike Will's character. He's it was the same thing I said to Ed recently. It's like everyone's kind of fine, but they all behave like very standoffishly and are all kind of like curt and rude and shitty. And I'm just like, my idea of the realms isn't just everyone constantly being mean to me. I just go visit my family if that's what I want.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
No, but yeah. So we got a couple of questions. I want to make sure Magic Missile gets addressed.
Okay,
so much of this game makes reference to the fall of the city of Elturel and the Hell Riders featured in the Descent to Avernus D&D module. Are you familiar with that, and were you involved at all?
Yes. Yes, I was. Not directly. I had no say over the plot, but that's one of the things they told me about, so I didn't write anything in around that time that contradicted it.
Yeah. Okay. And the this next one actually comes from Magic Missile again, but thank you so much again for the 20 bits. Is Ed familiar with the fall of Oh, Jesus.
That one
Is Ed
again?
familiar with the fall of Elturel and the Hell Riders that rose to Avernus with the angel Zariel? There's a lot of references to it in this game. I think I just missed it the first time, and he was being a bro.
Sorry,
and
I
just
missed
donated.
that?
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that question completely there.
Anything specific you can say about Zariel, though?
No. Not
No?
at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
No. When it comes to, like, yeah. I'm the realms expert, not the universe and many planes expert. I did work on the very first manual of the planes, but
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
See, now I understand why everybody likes Shadowheart. She's just like, She's a damsel in distress, and
how badly does it hurt? Let's be sympathetic to her.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
plus she's got like the anime, like weeb e-girl haircut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the TikTok dancer e-girl haircut with the bangs and the things that come down the sides.
Okay.
Anyway, so
turn to other matters. We should get to know each other a little more, honey.
You would.
No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
I think we're like slowly approaching making Shadowheart the one that we.
Okay, let's just say just looking to make conversation. Let's be nice to her.
Conversation shouldn't be made. It should be grown. Let the seeds sprout in their own time.
Oh, I love the philosophy. Number 3. If you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank
That's
you.
nice.
I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
God, this is the longest dialogue.
Leave.
Cool. All right, now we have to detect thoughts on a cow. Because we're very, very smart. What did I did it wrong? Are you shitting me?
You said detect thoughts.
I did.
Can't keep the goblins out forever.
Detect thoughts. Can I not click this cow?
Warriors.
What is happening?
I have no idea. It looks like the spell is failing.
Okay. I need speak with animals. We're going to see if we have speak with animals. I don't think we do. Oh god, why are there so many bags?
Will Elminster ever find love again? Is he fond of a nice dragon currently? Elminster has much love. He just doesn't have a main squeeze at the moment. Remember, he's surrounded by people he loves, just not in a carnal fashion.
Oh, dude, a sweet cape? Can we have a sweet cape? Sick. Alright, so, I suck, and everything we just went through had no bearing on anything. Unfortunately.
Somebody says you already cast it. It's at the bottom. Thank you, Sir Ernesto. Is it at the bottom? Okay.
That's a really good question. It says it requires concentration, and I already cast it. So what, can we, like, use it? Do we have to use it somehow?
Volo has 5 to sell. Okay, so finding Volo. I don't know if I want to find Volo.
Oh god, we're gonna find Volo? That's pretty dope. Volo Thamp Gadarm. Alright. Onward and upward. We're gonna start talking to people. I don't know what button I hit to make everybody highlighted either, but we're just gonna let that ride.
Don't be the cause of more.
Alright, baby. Oh my god, there are so many people to talk to. What's up, Ramira?
Damn goblins.
Yes.
I did get a full 20.
Toast Milk. I am familiar with Alan Moore's work, and I am a fan of his work. Yes. Strange Ox will come back later. Oh, good. Is he an adventurer? Good. How close is Waterdeep to New Orleans? No, because New Orleans is hot and humid and a high water table. Well, I suppose if you took away the hot part, yeah.
Alright, so, damned gabloons. Wait for her to finish cleaning the wound. You should probably get that looked at or leave.
Let's say you should probably get that looked at.
Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel.
See what I mean? Why is she being
And
such an
they all
asshole?
near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed.
Number 2.
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
Well, there aren't too many smart bastards, let's just put it that way. Dragon eggs, how big are they? Quite large, about the size of your typical small computer task chair. How rare? Well, it depends on where you go. Most people don't go to the rear ends of dragons, you know. It's not safe. Pipe peanut butter, super chat. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Do you think any male dragons ever smoke a giant pipe in their lairs? Yes. Yes, some of them do. Quite a few platinums love to smoke. And, of course, reds.
Alright.
How would you poach a dragon's egg? Artie, how big a fire do you have?
Lava, dude.
Okay.
Obvious answer.
Okay, here. So what you do first is you get a bunch of shields, you melt them all together, and then you clean the result to be your pan. That's how you poach. And then you divert a stream in on top of it when the shields are on top of a lava flow. There you go.
So most would have turned tail on the site, but no, Liam, no, he charged them, stupid bastard. What's our next audio cue?
I'm guessing that didn't end well.
Nah. He must have thought we were following.
She was nicer when we
Always the
gave like a
optimist was
tongue-in-cheek answer
Hope they cut him down quick before he saw
than
we
when
were
we were
gone.
trying to be nice. Anyway, all right.
Lae'zel just bumped into us. Lae'zel just bumped into us.
Small mercies.
Barth.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Whoa, dude.
Looking at you is painful enough.
Why is he chasing this kid?
I don't know.
He said, "Don't make me hurt you, boy," and then chased a child up a
We're
ladder.
packing up, and I'd advise you to do the same. Seems our kind ain't welcome here.
I already told you I don't.
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
Okay, what I want to say is number 2, but what I'm going to say is number 1.
Respect.
Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid.
Who's the druid you lost track of?
Alson. He's a leader around these parts.
Roger's in here sneezing
Or
at me.
was. We've got a contract.
Hi, Roger.
To track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work
Why
out.
does he have a modern
Goblins
haircut?
got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Why is his neck so long is what I want to know.
Okay, oh geez, I don't like any of those things, but how about can I have a look at that contract? Hi, Roger. Okay, to answer Pipe Peanut Butter, Super Chat, which chromatic dragons can assume human form? All of them can assume human form with the use of spells. None of them can innately, unless they're a unique chromatic dragon, shapeshift into human form. They have to use spells, whereas the metallic dragons, it's part of their nature to be able to shapeshift into human form. What's my favorite dragon color? That's a hard one, a toughie.
So what do you want to say? Did you want to say you wanted to look at the contract on this one?
Yeah. Yep.
Job's all
Roger's
yours,
being needy right now.
if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Any idea what the relic actually is? I'm wondering if it's what Shadowheart is carrying and not telling any of us.
I wouldn't be back here with half my crew gone.
Got it. Okay.
If you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept holding it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Leave.
Yeah. Luckily, this game is largely playable with one hand. Because otherwise, Roger's gonna scream at me.
Let us
to pay him
let
more
us
attention.
yeah, draw the veil of decency over that remark.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to
Can I
replace
say,
any
Ed,
gear,
these
just
streams
ask.
excite me.
Selection's pretty slim. I had to
It's
leave
you.
most of
It's
my
being
equipment
near you.
elsewhere.
Let me see your wares.
Ed is talking about
What?
armor.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay. Oh man, he's got. Why did I buy so much other crap when he's got all the good stuff?
No, you just need to know he has it for later in the game.
Yellow dye, blue. This is all dye. I'm looking for potions to speak with animals. Oh, God, he's shedding so hard.
Oh,
fancy arrows, dude.
if a wizard has a dragon in his Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion and doesn't want to let him out, guess what? It's a magnificent mansion. You can't keep the dragon in. It's not a bag of holding. The dragon can just leave.
You want to see my wares? Thank you again for the super chat by Peanut Butter. How many people since the Netherese Empire do modern day permanently transformed
Okay,
into dragons?
the flippant answer is they don't do a census of that. Okay?
Of sorts.
The more accurate
Used to be a
answer
bread
is
and
I'd
butter
say
tinsmith
maybe
before Elton
20 to
fell into
40.
Avernus.
20 to 40.
These days, my talents are more.
Oh my God! All right, Roger's giving me the good old holler. I'm gonna take him meandering
Okay.
for a while. Ed,
Okay.
I'm gonna give you
Yep.
priority here.
There's nothing.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be great when my internet crashes. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, try to answer a couple of
Yeah.
questions. I'm gonna make this quick.
Sure.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
On a beer, what is the northeast continent? Aha. Okay. There's a lot. Okay, to fresh rye roll. On a beer, what is the northeast coast of the continent of Ronser like? Lots of fjords, as in lots of indentations with good landing places, but not necessarily all of them settlements, and a lot of them are small fishing villages amongst rocky ridges. Yes, Elminster does still maintain the safehold, Daniel. What do I think of the Shatter Kai? You're asking about an entire species. What do I think of them? They're Shatter Kai. Ed, who's the most powerful wizard of all times? Neither Elminster nor Mordenkainen. The Vinci is more powerful than Elminster. Mordenkainen is far weaker than Elminster. Elminster had to nurse Mordenkainen back to mental health recently, and that's pure canon lore from Wizards of the Coast. Aha. Now, with Ivan gone, I cannot move the game on because I cannot make any choices. Okay, folks? So this is our chance to get our questions in. I can't move the game on. Ivan's controlling it. It can't even run on my computer. So, here we go. Oh my goodness. Thank you, if you liked Elminster in Hell. Thank you very much. Did I invent Grumpsh, or was it Mr. Gygax? Grumpsh was in the game long before I was writing for it. Grumpsh was always evil, as far as I can remember from what Gary said. From the beginning, he was written down. Is there a full world map of a beer? No, there is not. There is an unofficial one that I sketched up, but it's not an official WotC one. What are my beauty secrets? Just don't do anything. You're gonna be what you're gonna be. Are there any raccoons in the Savage North? We have what we call tree cats in the realms, who fulfill the function of raccoons. There are some raccoons that have made it through portals, gates. Story time with Ed. Yes, story time with Ed. How long have a person...
Sorry.
That sounds like Ivan. Yeah, that sounds like Ivan. Okay.
We back.
How many dragons are in Serpent Hills? Not too many, but there are a lot of Wanti. Good luck with you for surviving. How long if a person becomes a dragon would draconic instincts take over? They're going to start right away, just like turning into an illithid. But they're not going to overwhelm you. Is
Goblins,
Klaus
druids,
near to becoming a
this
great
grows a
worm?
death trap.
Yes, but he
Grab what
doesn't
you
want
can
to
and
be.
get out. That's my advice.
How does a lithid taste like? Ooh, sort of like greasy, beefy,
More of them.
grease,
My friend's blood, not
beefy jello, greasy
Come to
beef
rip
jello.
me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Yes, and I suggest you do as she says. I don't like it, but that we're following the lore here.
Fair. Shadowheart disapproves.
Yeah,
But Lae'zel
Shadowheart's not gonna like this at all. Yeah.
That human is threatening a tiefling child? Oh, what the hell?
That's enough, Lae'zel. I'll take it from here.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
I'll say number one.
Ooh.
Lower.
Damn, dude. That's some hard RP, bro.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
Illithids. I love that. So are we gonna be jerks to the tieflings all the way around?
You can
Is that
keep
the
your innards.
screw tieflings run?
Oh, I just missed the something about the Ferunian Pantheon and the Karatur Pantheon. No contact, because Karatur wasn't official for the realms. It is now, but now it isn't again. You know.
Also, Pipe Peanut Butter, thank you for the super chat. How can a dragon enter Waterdeep without being affected by the Dragon Ward?
There are many, many, many ways through the Dragon Ward, including simple tokens, which are little stones. They're in the Volo's Guide to Waterdeep. There are also all sorts of exceptions and other magic items you can carry. Seriously. Thank you, Erica. Klaus is still badass. He's still around. We just haven't talked to him.
A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Dude, there's discord in the ranks, bro.
Yeah, let's number one.
Rough. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh.
Yeah.
When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
Who cares? Who doesn't want to be a cool, sexy tentacle monster with psychic abilities is all I'm saying.
Number one, enough. Just tell me what's our next move.
Tiefling was clear.
Embrace it.
If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Number two.
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By Vlaakith's
Will it,
covenant,
though?
I know little more.
Switch
Two,
to chat.
leave.
Yes, sir. I believe it's a tiefling.
Smiling Knight, illithids who eat the brains of other illithids risk mounting insanity because you get overwhelmed with the memories. Because it's your own kind. Correct.
Sorry, go ahead.
Corellin is like the overgod for the elves. He's a god of a little bit of everything. He doesn't specialize in war, no.
Two things. One, that was another one. I used to say Corellon, but I've been told very explicitly it's Corellin. Second, do we lockpick this door and try to get in, or B, leave it alone? And the other thing is an answer to, oh my goodness, Grant Blackman. What's your ultimate favorite race, species, creature? I
I don't choose favorites.
I don't know, man.
You gotta love them all. When you're working on the setting and designing stuff, you gotta love them all. Okay, who are these little outlines, like the guy above the door?
Froghemoth, dude. Easy answer.
Right there? There's one in the background, there's one above the door. Oh no, it's not above the door when you swing. Okay, fair enough.
I love that I can just cheat this game.
Why do we need to go through the door? Can't we just go around the back where there seems to be a missing wall?
I don't
right
think
at the
that's
back
actually
there?
a missing wall.
Oh, okay.
I'm just making it missing by doing what I'm doing.
Oh, I see.
Is that everything?
Unless, is that? I can tell, bro. I don't think so.
Could a black dragon ever defeat a red dragon? Oh, and this is one of those it depends questions. It depends on where they're fighting, who's the bigger, older dragon with the more powerful magic. Red dragons tend to be more aggressive, but that's about it.
Should we go be nice to this tiefling child, by the way, who got chased up the ladder?
Let's find out.
I know we're gonna have to stop Lae'zel from like cutting his throat or something, because.
Lae'zel.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Apparently, this angry man is Cockney. What,
Yeah.
What do you think?
Number 2, you better do what he says, boy.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he
You're spicy
dropped
today,
it,
Ed.
running
This is the
away from those
spiciest I've
big,
ever seen you.
scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
I can confirm to you, American Witcher, that Melody 100% knows the name of that dragon. Down pat. Could type it in their sleep.
I don't like any of these choices. How about, do you really want to take a beating over some jewelry? If those are the only 3 choices I'm given.
Hey, bro, you're the one that said, you know, tell him to give it back. All right, let's add the bonus. Do we add the bonus or no?
Do we have to?
No, it's until no, we don't. It's until long rest. It's up to you.
Oh no, let's not add the bonus.
All right. Oh my God, we actually hit it anyway, dude. That never happens. My dice luck is like, notoriously awful.
Probably not. It's just tin and glass.
Oh, he did take
Here,
it.
take
What an
it.
ass.
Not sure why you care so much about it, honestly.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about! Kid's lucky you were here.
Yeah, Melody rules. Melody is full on one of the mods here for those that don't know. And Melody's pretty great. They take care of us extremely well. They're also one of the mods on Discord, which if you haven't checked out, you can always type in bang Discord.
I agree. Yeah. Full agreement there. And to answer Joe B, my favorite timeline in the realms is before the Time of Troubles, because that's when I was just showing the realms to the world, and it got interrupted.
All right, somebody said talk to Auntie, but I think Auntie's probably deeper in the.
I think Auntie is the druid.
Here.
We were told in the game.
Yeah. Okay, now something's actually happening.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down.
You rock, United Crossfire.
Back.
That's the point.
We appreciate you watching and
Get
being
out
part
of
of the
She
community.
didn't kill your brother, Archer. You're better than this.
Thank you, United Crossfire.
Shoot
All right.
before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Huh.
Step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Man, you're sending me mixed signals here about tiefling stuff and goblin
Looks like
stuff.
The Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
But that just means it's genuine. It means you're doing what you'd actually want to do in the game.
read the tiefling's thoughts.
Ooh. Okay. I forgot we had that. Sick. We already got intelligence bonus. Sick. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. We're on fire today. No crit fails here. I rolled a critical success for Moo in talking to a cow, so I'm pretty much killing it right now.
Pipe Peanut Butter super chat. In what ways can a
Callum would
human be
hate me for
transformed
this.
into a dragonborn?
But he's
It's
not here.
usually spells,
They took
but
him
there are
from
some
me.
items out there that will do it. And there's 1 or 2 curses in 1 or 2 places in the realms. Ooh. Let's do number 4.
Number 4, this won't avenge canon. It won't change anything. Okay. Charisma, persuasion, proficiency, sick. Let's go. It's only a DC 10.
Goodbye, Bozo.
Hey, take it
Thank
easy,
you.
Bozo. Yeah, thanks for being here. That's awesome. Oh, what the fudge bunnies, man? Do we use our inspiration to roll again, or do we continue?
Let's use our inspiration to roll again.
Let's go. Okay, I shouldn't have talked so much shit about rolling well today, because now...
Okay.
That is true.
You're right.
Benjamin. It's
you
paying
weren't.
off.
I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Number 1.
Number 1, because she's not a practice target, she's a poison.
Your soft
See,
heart will be the death
moral
of us.
conundrums. Goblins
Can't
are
say I
people too.
understand that. I'm not sure I want to.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
So this is a big conversation that I think we've talked about a bit before that I don't want to get super down the rabbit hole on, but I read this really interesting thing about how it used to be novel when you would present moral conundrums for otherwise monstrous creatures like goblins or whatever in D&D and be like, oh, you killed a goblin, but now there's like, oh, look, the goblin had babies, and what are you going to do with the babies? And now it's become so much of the norm and kind of like the contemporary trend that it's almost novel to do the opposite, where you want to do like a, I don't know, like an OSR, like a dungeon crawl type run where you're just like slaying the goblins, kill the skeletons. And the narrative surrounding it was that goblins, in like actual historical context, were supposed to be created, were derived from a place of they are the embodiment of the failings of like the human psyche, right? So like goblins were supposed to be the embodiment of greed, and orcs were supposed to be the embodiment of violence, so on and so forth. And how like their very nature kind of dictates that they were supposed to represent these like evil facets of humanity. I don't know. All that is to say, I think it's fine to just want to kill some goblins sometimes. But also it's a lot of fun if, you know, goblins are people too. I just thought it was interesting.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of you.
Tiring
Probably
business,
Dr.
isn't it?
Gale.
All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
All right, go ahead. Number 1, yeah.
We've been on the
Go
road
ahead,
together
baby.
for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate
His hat still cracks me.
remarkable guile.
He looks so much like Lemmy.
The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. In short, I've grown to trust you.
All that lead up for that?
Number 1, that's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but
It's herpes.
just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
What kind of condition? Also, I could not agree with you. Never mind. Can't find your name.
To answer Whitney in the chat, if you can make it to GaryCon or Gamehole Con or Gen Con, and this year Grand Con on Labor Day weekend, you can meet me.
Yeah. Also, people that said they fell in love with the realms because of humanizing quote monsters, could not agree more. I think those make the most interesting stories in the long term. But also sometimes I want to bash a skeleton in the head with a mace just because. And I don't really care what kind of person he used to be.
Suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort.
It is herpes.
What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
One of those long cotton swabs at Planned Parenthood, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, dear. Hi, Hawakuri. Okay. Yeah, number 1.
Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm gonna need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns.
Oh my god, Hawakuri.
I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Thank you so much, by the way, Y is now for the bits. 666 bits for canon. 111 for telepathy.
Number 3, I'd be happy to help.
Thank you so much for the 300 for the Githyankies as well. Yes, sir. I would be happy to help.
And
you have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure.
That's true.
As do our
I
packs.
put it
As
there.
A matter of fact, we've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises.
What I think is funny, too, is that I fully control this person right now. As the person with the mouse in their hand, I can strip him of everything he's worth and leave him in his boxer shorts in that cage. And he's like, I'll give you whatever you want. I'm like, boy, you got no power here.
We're not doing that sort of stream. No boxer shorts. Anyway, to answer Kay Hawkins, are you going to be at CanCon this year? I can't this year because they moved CanCon to a new hotel and they moved it 1 week, and it conflicts directly with Gamehole Con, which I was already promised to as a guest. I love going to CanCon, and I will go to it any year that it isn't banging into Gamehole Con. Right.
Alright, so I'm going to look for Auntie, because they keep saying Auntie is across from the merchant, and I'm just going to double check real quick.
Hello, Godfish. Yeah, I'm enjoying playing as a Gith. Yeah. Had Wizards of the Coast taken over the realms at the time this game came out? Do you mean like Baldur's Gate 3? Oh yeah, years before. CanCon. CanCon is a very small Canadian science fiction and fantasy literary con based in Ottawa, the capital of Canada. It's sort of a high school reunion for Canadian fantasy and science fiction writers, but it is always punched above its weight. We've always had guests like Tor Books or Locus or both.
Alright, so Auntie is across from the Smith. Is this Auntie? Oh, that must be Auntie. We haven't talked to any of these people yet.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Alrighty. Roll on.
We should have left by now. Damnation. Instead, we're just sitting
Wait a minute. You're saying damnation?
Begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Yeah, for folks that want to catch Ed at conventions this year, Ed, you can add on the other ones that I missed, but I think
that's all the major ones this year.
Yeah, my schedule with you is Gamehole Con, Gen Con, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll be seeing you all at
yeah.
Gen.
And I'll be at next year's Gary Con if I'm still alive, because I accepted their invitation. Leave on your own. Why wait? Is what I.
Hell yeah.
That is tempting. But I could never leave Leah behind, as irksome as she may be. If only she understood. The longer we wait, the longer the horrors of the wilds imperil us.
Also, by the way, thank you so much, Hawakuri. Hawakuri does ask, as we, right after we make this next choice, do the Imaskaris have any connection with Mistral?
Yes, but it was a rather standoffish connection, because the Imaskari were in the habit of ignoring all of her advice.
Yes, so Baldur's Gate isn't going anywhere. Why the hurry? You don't wish to help your fellow tieflings?
Yeah, number one. Baldur's Gate isn't going anywhere.
I
Why
have been
the hurry?
offered an apprenticeship by none other than Leroican. Yes, that Leroican.
The hell is
The
Leroican?
greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate. This will change everything.
So he says.
He's telling you. He's not
tower in the upper city.
asking it. He's telling
Very
you.
same.
Lorcan is
Word
the
in
greatest
Waterdeep
wizard
has
in
it he's a bit of a
Baldur's Gate.
cad.
Yeah.
But you say he's an accomplished
Is that true,
wizard.
Ed?
Of course.
No.
Want to know?
The greatest
No.
spellcaster
It's
along
just
the
good
Sword
PR.
Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The greatest
I'd very
spellcaster
much
along the Sword
appreciate it
Coast.
if you could arrange
Not
an
even
introduction
close.
should we reach the city.
Good idea. Powerful acquaintances never hurt.
If it's
Ever the
powerful
diplomat.
acquaintances you're after, you have
Ed's
to look
trolling.
no further than yours truly. Few can match me in either magic or talent.
Yes, Heather. Yes, Heather.
In years to come, you
Watsy
will
had
boast
gotten
of
the
this
realms
meeting, I can assure you.
years before
May
this
we meet
game was
again in Baldur's
released.
Gate, my friend.
I sold the realms to TSR in 1986.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
Ooh, okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
Leah.
Okta.
So,
Saw you fighting those slimy bastards.
She's also cocky.
Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
take a bowl.
Never.
No, wait a
turn
minute.
down
No,
the
no.
generosity.
It might make all the
Oh,
difference.
it's far too late, my friend. I'm sorry.
I was going to
The
say
only
the
way we'll
last
make
one.
it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. You've had your share. Leave some for the rest.
Oh no, we can't go back. We gotta go back. Should start hitting F5 more often. Quick save.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp.
Is this Auntie? Oh, here we
Day
go.
when I
Sorry,
saw
go
one
ahead.
of you lost
CanCon takes place in Ottawa,
goodness,
or
you
in this
keep
case,
along
just
with-
east of Ottawa, just west of Ottawa next year. Yes, in Ottawa, in Ontario.
more green than yellow, Petal. Are you hurt, cold, feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
That's exactly what I need for my worm brain. A good lotion, you know?
Let her fuss over you.
I love Auntie already.
You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion. Nothing fancy. Here.
Is this gonna kill us?
You just
I did
look
just
like
hit
you
F5.
might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
You're looking awful peaky. Oh, gosh.
I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point
I
is,
think that goes for a lot of
whatever
us.
ails ya, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
I've got a Mind Flayer parasite in my head. What the hell? Let's just go ahead and do it.
Let's go for it. Yes, bro. I know that this is ill-advised, but I have a weakness for big mommy energy.
Yeah, that's what my character would do in this situation.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along. Her
Why is she so
eyes
dirty?
You poor
This is supposed to be the healer?
My heart goes out
Haven't you heard
to
of washing your
truly.
hands?
I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
She's got that wry smile, bro.
Yeah. Number 2.
My time could be running short. I can't afford to spend it paying you a house visit.
I'm sorry, but I can't do much for you.
Are we gonna have to
here.
kill an old lady? I don't want to kill an old lady.
I don't think she's
But
just an
be
old lady.
Careful. Most folk won't be as understanding of your little problem.
What could she
I'll be
be?
heading home
A
soon.
hag?
Here, let me mark it on your map, just in case.
That's on the nose,
Now,
though, don't
do
you
you
think? You
need
don't think she's a Durgan?
I have a few odds and ends for sale.
What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Nay, bother. Oh, dude, they gave me a potion of greater healing. Sick. Thanks, Auntie. What do we got? Potion of invisibility. Garlic? So we know she's not a vampire. That was a stupid, stupid joke. Coralon's Grace.
Ooh, a magic item.
He's not wearing armor there for save. +2 for saving throws. We were like kind of broke though, bro. We got 39 gold. We're
Yeah,
not,
I'm not
doing it
intending
right now.
on buying stuff. I'm intending on being polite to her.
Yeah. All right, cool. Buzz off,
Be careful on the road.
saggy.
I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Pet.
Oh my goodness.
Why
that
is
was
she so?
sinister?
I
That
know
was
she's
sinister.
so overtly sinister. Hold on, I gotta try talking to her one more time.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any
All I want
lotions
is a
or
woman in my life to
potions?
call me Petal, you know? Nothing for now.
Hey, bother, love. By the way, I'll be heading home soon. Be sure to come visit you here.
She's
Come into my little candy house, Hansel and Gretel.
It's so much worse too with like the uncanny valley of it being like digitally rendered. So like she already kind of looks like a creature wearing a human skin face, and now it's just like with her whack-ass whackness. I can't trust her. I wanted to like her so much. Big auntie energy.
And to
All right.
answer Yoggalol in the chat, I don't know. That was an internal Wizards of the Coast design decision, which they've since retreated from.
What to bring?
Do I have to click on the door to go through it? Because that is frustrating. I'm gonna cook ya in the oven, Petal. Alright, let's... Do we talk to the... Oh, we never talked to the
Ain't
Gabloon.
sure why you're protecting me. Don't care neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory
Boy,
of the
she's hot
Absolute,
and sexy.
and hang you by your guts.
I do like a good granny.
Number 2.
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
You've caught my interest. Have any holy literature on you?
What?
I can't believe I'm asking for pamphlets. I love it.
Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up.
Do you have time for the
Cooks
good
up
word,
potions
Ed?
that fix our lads. No No matter how much of a
Do you have
big-
5 minutes to hear about? Yeah.
Your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyah.
I just watched a really good
The goblin word for magic. Primitive to a fault, but not entirely without merit.
Sorry, I got interrupted by
Booyah! Booyah!
I watched a really good movie called Heretic. You know that guy, that dude Hugh Grant, the guy that was in all those rom-coms in the 90s and 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
He made a horror movie recently, and it was like...
No, you're kidding.
Really good. It was like, I really enjoyed the shit out of it. It was called Heretic, and it was, it has a lot to do with Mormonism and, like, Mormon proselytizers and going around to people's homes. Or missionaries, I think is what you call them. I probably shouldn't call them proselytizers.
Ooh. Oh, no, that's what they are. Okay, pipe peanut butter. Can Tiamat, Sardior, and Bahamut turn people into dragons permanently? Yes, they can. It costs them life force permanently to do so. So they don't do it every Thursday. But they can. They would have to have a really good reason for it, and it would usually be to make a servant empowered for some special mission. And it's not something they would casually do. But yes, they can do it as deities. That is within their powers.
I appreciate you, Pam. Yeah, I am currently out of grandparents myself, unfortunately. But yeah, they were born in the 1930s, if that gives you any idea of how old I am.
Yep.
I do.
And
it's big granny energy, man. Big mama energy.
And I was raised by a maiden aunt who was born in the 1800s.
Woo!
That was scary because before running water, before the electric light, before indoor toilets, flush toilets, before indoor heating. No, I don't mean Forge Fitzwilliam. I mean Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Forges, even a mask that Forge wears. Anyway.
Be a dick or be friendly, and say I'd certainly like to meet her, or
I'd certainly
screw your
like to
story.
meet her. No.
Oh,
I'd
that's
certainly
nice.
like
Get
to
me
meet
out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Deal. I'll get you out of here.
Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am.
All right.
You're gonna be sorry.
Ooh, we gave Homeboy knock, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
we?
Oh,
Sure
and
hope so.
and to answer Bits of Geek, here's a thing for you to do. Go to flea markets and look for old copies of Joy of Cooking. You can tell how old your edition of Joy of Cooking is by how many pages of squirrel recipes it has. The modern ones have none at all. The ones that came out when I was a child had 8 pages of squirrel recipes in them. They decreased steadily over time. There you go. Yeah, I enjoyed Hugh Grant's where he played the mobster. I thought that was hilarious. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's on Max for people that want to watch Heretic. I'm a horror nerd, like a big old horror nerd. So, if you have horror questions, because I'm sure you came here to listen to me answer horror questions and not ask your own questions to Ed, obviously. What a stupid assumption to make.
Spell usually results in a lock being opened. Unfortunately, this time it's about to get you locked up.
Okay, so we knocked the door, and now we're immediately in trouble with the law.
Try to talk my way out.
I don't even think we can afford to bribe the mofo.
Yeah, we can't. Number 1.
Deception. I'm no criminal. I noticed the lock was damaged and casting a spell to repair it. Let's go ahead and add that bonus. I think this is going to be pretty important for us. Oh, come on. We still have one more inspiration, I think. Or we could try something else.
No, we didn't release a convict. A convict is someone who's been tried and sentenced. We arrested a goblin that had been thrown into a cage.
So I have a sneaking suspicion that if we hit continue, we're just going to go to jail.
So roll again.
All right, baby. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody, drum roll, please. By drum roll, I mean thoughts and prayers and literally anything.
Okay, I guess we kill everybody.
God damn it. I mean, that's an option, I'm sure.
That might work on more gullible individuals, but this guard sees right through you.
We're
You're under arrest.
Attack.
Attack? Oh, shit.
Yep.
All right, baby. Let's hold on. Before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and hit F5, just so we know.
Yeah.
So we have a safe state. Oh, god damn it. There's more than one of them. Okay, it's my turn. What do you like? You like magic missiles, right? Let's do the proper thing and blast these fools with magic missiles.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Is it us saying stand down or face the consequences, or the guards? Because I'll say it to them.
Wyll strongly disapproves. That was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be, bro. Oh, we got a gate. We got a key. We probably could have used that before we decided to break the goblin out. I don't know how I feel about what we just did, but you know what? I'm not arguing with the results.
To answer John Osborne, each family, dwarven family, gets a vote, and they vote whenever the current council loses the confidence of the families.
Ready to go meet my tribe? Just say the word.
Who is this absolute?
We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are.
Oh,
the
this again.
The absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
All right.
Leave.
We're gonna let her out, kill the guard, and then piss off.
Yep. She's a goblin. You know, she's already told us she can take care of everybody.
Guys, I'm very glad that we're on exploratory mode. Anyway.
A Monitor and Lysander. Yes, you can use them as the same entity. Yes, you certainly can. Because they are aspects of the same deity. Or at least they started that way.
Are we breaking into the prison? Is there any reason to break into the prison? Doesn't look like
why would we want to break into the prison?
I don't know, dude. For loot, obviously.
We had to fight to get out of it. No, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Nobody knows any. Look, these saps. No one's the wiser.
How many dragons live in Toril? There's never been a good census. But remember, there are 3 kingdoms of dragons that we know about. 1 in eastern Faerun, and 2 in the continent of Laracon. Lots of them.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
And now we're just being rude. The poor kid's blind.
Are you all right?
Dude, he's gonna rob us if we turn around. We all know this, right?
I see. I'd grunt right back at him.
He's still staring right
Man, the eyes are so
you.
pretty, though. I want eyes like that.
Might want to quick save. Well, let's do that. Let's
all
save.
right. Let's go ahead and quick save. You can turn around, I'm assuming? All
no,
right.
I'm not turning around.
Nothing out
Oh,
of the
shit.
ordinary.
Well, good thing I quick
As
saved.
you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Do we load the quick save or do we...
No, leave.
All right. Well, you don't want to search the rocks for an opening? All right. I'm following your lead, bud.
Leave.
I think it's these rocks. Possibly. Maybe. All right, baby.
Why is Gale our leader?
That's a really good question. Here you go.
I've got a long road ahead.
You're gonna hear me talk shit a lot on anytime I see a normal ass like Anglo-Saxon name like Donnie or something,
There's
but
chests
spelled with
just
an I.
lying there. Why are there chests just lying there?
It is the most absurd fantasy convention. Because they're all empty, I've been finding out. I've been going around trying to, like, putz with these chests. Which describes my college experience. But I... Oh, this one wasn't empty, bro. Look at that.
Okay,
Winning.
take a rope and togs.
Yeah, we got
Definitely
some rope.
need the rope. Yeah.
I love how pissed off you were, too, about Gale leading.
Gale is... No, I was just curious, because I suddenly realized, why is Gale leading? Okay, because he has the hat. Thanks, Melody.
Whoa, hey.
It's because of the hat.
Can't say I've ever seen someone like you before. You some kind of elf or something?
What makes you think I'm an elf?
Is Swamp Elf a thing? Because if not, I'm
No.
only calling Githyanki's Swamp Elves from now on.
Swamp elf, yeah.
That cracks me up. It's like when people call avocados snot apples. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I only call avocados swamp or snot apples now. But anyway, what did you want me to choose?
Let's say indeed I am a swamp elf.
Hell yeah.
Never heard of those. Guess I have now. Anyway, to business. Hold out your hand.
Howdy doody, Buck Native. Did that
Go
ring
on.
come off my finger?
Take this
that's
ring.
that's the real question.
It's
here.
lucky.
Take the ring.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
That took so long for you to contemplate.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got
Ha
one where
ha
that comes
ha.
from. Real cheap
It's
too.
not manipulation,
Interested?
Pam. It's called managing up.
Thanks for the free ring.
Thanks for the free ring.
Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that.
Here, you can have it back. Now, what do you have for sale?
You got it. One sec.
Now we leave.
That's what I got.
Oh god, I got failed save perception. That's not good. The ring of barely... Wait, the ring of being really invisible. The ring of infinite wishes. Ring of resistance to ants. Ring... Oh, I do not know that word. I gotta be honest with you. Ring of lekinesis. And they're all shitty. They're all made of copper and, like, string.
Yeah, no thank you.
Tarbell's Guide to Distractions.
You're very welcome, Buck Native.
They do have supply packs, interestingly enough. We're
Oh.
so broke. I don't even know why I'm
Nothing
looking
caught
at
your
this
eye, huh?
shit, man.
Leave. I don't want to be rude.
Am I mistaken? Aren't they making an expansion to this? A Waterdeep expansion to this?
He stole something.
You were just robbed.
Alright, we got Jack, bro.
Yeah?
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff?
I'm here to beat you into submission for taking my things.
Number 1.
Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit.
Oh, Roger.
I just want
I
to
like
leave.
you too, Michael. Thank you very much. You just want to leave? Alright. Roger, baby, what are you doing? He's running away from me to let me know he's upset that I didn't look at him when he yelled at me to look at him. My elderly chihuahua, the light of my life. And also the pain in my ass. This is the rock formation, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Where there's a crack somewhere in it.
I think we've lost the ability to do that particular prompt.
The Blade of
crap.
Frontiers. Let's hope.
Alright, we don't want Gale leading the party.
Very well.
Who's this kid? Sylphie.
Oh, hi.
I didn't investigate. Oh, is there an investigate button? I'll go try that.
Leave.
Leave. Let's go see if there's an investigate. Dip, improvised melee weapon. These are all attack things. Dash, throw, hide, blah, blah, blah. Action. Let's try action. No, it was a dialogue option. Okay, so there isn't an investigate option. We're going to work our way back to what I think everybody wants to get to, which is what they were talking about earlier. A very particular traveler that everyone's stoked to see. In fact, I think I might see him on screen.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Kagha's judgment. Now get back!
Oh shit. I made eye contact with Roger. Now he knows.
Or I'll rip your damn throat out!
He knows I'm not deaf too. I love you. Okay.
Kobolds are misunderstood, but that goes for a lot of us.
We're not leaving till it's safe. Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear.
Okay. Talk to people.
Grease and palm.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Which edition of D&D is my favorite in terms of story and which in terms of mechanics? Second or fifth? I have the best mechanics for me, but I really don't care about editions. I'm a storyteller. I don't care about mechanics.
Bloody grove.
Okay, so I think everyone's super stoked about this. Do you see what my mouse is doing, Ed?
What's your mouse doing? Yeah.
Take a gander at the outfit.
Okay.
At the
Volo.
chat overlay, as it were.
Oh, so do we have to go through this to get to him? Yeah, let's go through this.
Yeah, probably.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance.
Why are you shaking like that, you weirdo?
Get back!
Other than the fact that he's always shaking. Okay.
Number 3. I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by?
No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
So these are those druids that were being jerks earlier? Is that
Oh.
what's happening here?
I understand. You. Apparently Kagha wants to see you. Go ahead.
I want to
Okay,
talk
let's
to the
all-
bear. I'm just killing, and now I'm just purposely trolling people that really want you to talk to Volo.
Your welcome can be
There's
easily
so much more
withdrawn,
dialogue
outsider.
between here and there, guys.
Respect our grove, or face our claws.
I'm sorry, I'm done. I'll go talk to Volo.
Outsiders are allowed in here. Be respectful and do not interfere.
Okay. Finally, the moment of truth.
Well, are we just running past Volo?
He turned around on me, dude. I wanted to get an eye on him. Why does he keep...
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Okay, ready? Volo
Yep.
time, baby.
Yep.
Yes, I'm... Can it be a Githyanki? Oh, what a delight. If I was less educated, I presume to ask what you're doing on the Sword Coast.
Who are you and what have you done with Volo?
Why is he so skinny?
Yes, exactly. Then, what are my choices? I can't read the bottom one. Oh, number one. Then, for your own sake, your education is fortunate indeed.
Indeed. Some merciless kin of yours made sure of that some years ago. Though at present, my curiosity lies elsewhere than the vagaries of the children of Gith. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
He's so excited.
Fine. Ask your questions.
And if you haven't yet, you should go on the YouTube and watch the episode we did on Volo a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it's very informative. That was back in the days when we were still doing Q&A format with the
that
two
particular
cameras and
batch
everything.
of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Respectable girl.
Number one.
Common variety goblins led by a lasher and flanked by booyags.
My,
Booyah,
scholar
baby.
after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
The time was spent among books. I'm a student of the page. Sure, I can bullshit too.
I've
I mean,
always preferred
excuse me.
experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men, but to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Jesus.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Why does he assume it was one of the two?
I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly?
The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, they called out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Oh, is that the only choices I'm given?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
number one. Boy,
Goblin
yeah,
superstition. Not
they're
worth
making my
compartment.
character be... Yeah.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Wait, about our conversation earlier, why the dragon?
My friend,
I love that you're
every
giving
story benefits from a dragon.
Harara Rune
Until we
the
meet
deepest, most manly, sultry, dulcet voice imaginable. But wait, what did you mean about the dragon?
What can you tell me about this place?
So, okay, we haven't seen much of Volo yet. First impressions, compared to how you envision
I see.
Volo.
And is that
Too thin.
or what?
Too young.
A bit more portly. A bit young.
Too handsome.
Too handsome.
Too darkly handsome about the face.
I think we're learning Ed has a type.
Well, for Volo, yes. Volo, Clyde Caldwell, the artist, when painting Volo, the cover for Volo's Guide to Waterdeep, gave us a self-portrait as Volo, and that is how Volo became.
I am going to go ahead and just find that for people. Guide to Waterdeep.
Thank you, Pam.
Images.
Yes.
Here we go. For those that haven't seen this picture, it's very good. Did I not click the right button?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
yeah, there it
it.
is.
There it is.
So.
Can we make that bigger? There you go. There is Clyde
And that's-
Caldwell self-portrait as Volo. The guy
Which-
you see, not the guy wearing the gauntlet.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. They told me to quit tugging my spear for the picture. And no, but so this is a great piece of portraiture, though. I mean, for God's sake, look how this is like photorealistic an image of Clyde Caldwell drawing himself as Volo. This is dope. But I gotta knock you for saying he's too young and too handsome, because I agree. Clyde's looking pretty good here, pal.
Yeah. And you see more ginger than the dark. Anyway,
okay, back
to answer Shock, yes, it is theoretically possible to find an intact Mythalar in a destroyed enclave. The Mythalar can survive when the stone goes. Yes. Yeah.
Bear? Ooh, Bosk. Why does Volo have a bear? Also, is my real question.
No, he's talking to the bear. He's talking to the bear from the grove, which is the guy. Okay, let's go. I don't want to create any trouble in the grove.
So you're trying to get out of the grove. All right. Do we talk to people in the grove, or do we just zip on out?
Oh, they're doing their ritual.
Yeah.
Aren't they? They're in the middle of the ritual. All sorts of fun stuff is happening.
Oh, God. Oh, God, what have I done? Never mind. Okay.
United Crossfire. You tug on your spear for pictures? Now we know Ivan's day job.
Yeah. Send feet. I'm a member of a very specific website called speartuggers.org.
The early TSR artists were gods. They were just guys. Great guys. I had dinner with some of them every GaryCon. Yeah, it's nice.
Is this supposed to be a gag on Little Miss Muffet? Carefully nudge the bear's flank. Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, dude. You're a maniac, you know.
I know that. I do know that.
We have determined that this is a complete and utter chaos run after the shenanigans with the damn gabloon and the guard. Hey, we succeeded. Do we get? Oh, please tell us we get a bear pet. Nope. Just leaves. Wait. Wait, what
he
just
stops
happened?
guarding the door. He stops guarding
we gained
the door.
15 experience for that, and Tuffet
Combat
received
log.
the condition sleeping, and lost the condition sleeping, and then gained it back. I love how fucking detailed they are with this. That is so ridiculous.
Ah, Kay Hawkins, about the town called Volothamp. There's a video I did about 2 years ago on that. You can watch it on the YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yes.
baby. Looks like Roger. Do you? Oh, so you said you wanted to either talk to things or leave, or I posed the question: do you want to dope around and talk to stuff, or are you just trying to go through this gate or something and get out of the grove?
Yeah, let's get out of the grove.
All right, out of the grove. Let's see. Is this a? Oh wait, no, that's gonna bring us higher in the grove. I think we probably have to do this to progress, but I believe it'll probably take us out of the grove. I mean, up is a direction that could lead to out.
Okay,
All
let's
right,
do
baby.
that.
We out. One quick question. Where the hell are we?
I have no idea.
Ooh. Ladders always lead to something. Whether it's a good something or a bad something is irrelevant.
I failed to see the distinction.
Just a moment ago.
Come on, Richter.
Not now. Please.
Hey, you're all telling me to talk to somebody, but let me tell you something. I'm just the button man. And I don't mean the kind that kills people. I mean the guy that literally presses buttons. Ed's running the show here.
Ow.
I forgot, Gale. Good. Peace. Later, Gale.
What are
There needs to be a whistle.
Grumbor and Luthik see in one another? I'm fascinated. Luthik wants love from everybody of her race. And she is sort of the sexy mother god.
Oh, Jesus. God.
Korg.
Never mind.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
What? We're in a
Apparently
fight?
we're fighting crap now.
Oh, we surprised an enemy.
That happened quick. Why
Where?
can't I see him? It's a very good question. Fearful. So he's probably not the mean
there.
guy.
There.
Booyah!
Bugbear Assassin. Oh, wow.
Alright, end turn.
Time to strike. My path be true.
There's a lot of overlap in these abilities, but we're just gonna say okay. Oh man. Back. Apparently we need to check the journal. Oh yeah, dude, we never got our crap back, homie. All our crap got stolen. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
With haste.
Alright, first we loot the body, then we talk to the guy, then we check the journal, which we have not been doing.
A stuffed bear.
Stuffed bear.
Oh.
Sad.
I should speak up.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Coin? Mistress? You lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
It's kind of rude. I haven't had... It's not like there's showers just readily available.
Number 2.
A mind flayer abducted me, and its ship went straight to Avernus. Ooh, we get situational advantage. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Glad we had advantage. Oh, it was DC 5. Who cares? We're fine. We're fine. Hell yeah, dude. I roll 25s on D20s. That's how cool I am.
And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin.
Do we know what the hell these soul coins are?
Soul inside.
There you go.
They're literally telling us. Never mind.
Is very valuable currency.
Aren't we gonna thank her? Come on, Gabe.
We can try.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
I guess thanking is not a thing that exists in this version of the realm.
Jeez Louise.
Whoa, dude.
Dragon.
Nah, man, it was just a really big bird.
Uh-huh.
Stole coins and a telescope. Thank you so much for the super chat, Saft. You rule.
What do I
do you
think
want
of soul coins? Yeah, go ahead. Focus the telescope on the distant object.
Do we use the astral knowledge?
Sure, why not?
Budget. Ah, we didn't need it.
Never mind.
Turns out you can. To McDaniel says, turns out you can put a price on human life, and it's that. It's just a soul coin. We got Durgons, baby. Why did
You recognized the dragon as the mount of a Githyanki knight. Perhaps it had been tracking the ship.
Uh-oh. Move the telescope to the left.
Thank you for remembering it went left. I'm letting you choose, but also if you'd chosen right, I would have been real upset. Oh. I guess we go to the right now.
The telescope points straight ahead.
That's a good question. Are telescopes like this common in the Forgotten Realms?
No.
The telescope points
They're
to
not
the right.
unknown, but they're not common because grinding the lenses is difficult and expensive. You tend to get fuzzy ones like we just saw.
I don't know what that gave us, other than the knowledge that there's a Gith dragon chilling around.
Probably nothing.
Probably nothing. It's a good assumption to make. Okay, so first off, before we do that, J for journal,
Save.
not L for log.
Save.
Oops. Save.
Let's get going.
All right. J for journal. Holy Jesus, God, there's so much crap here. We completed things. That's nice. Complete. The Wizard of Waterdeep. Prepare for Gale to request a magic item. He needs to... Oh, yeah, this is the magic herpes. And we got a...
Yep.
A wizard named Gale. Okay.
But look at all the other things we could have done.
Oh, my God.
Nettie. Yeah, Goblin Princess. Auntie
Oh, my
Ethel.
God. I never learned how to read. Search for the signs of the Githyanki Creche near the mountain pass in the northwest. All right, so that's show on map. Oh, do they have quest markers on the map? That would be clutch, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay. Blade of the Frontiers. Hunt down Karlach. You recruited Wyll, who's a danger on the entire Sword Coast. Not a lot of direction there. Continue traveling with Shadowheart.
I get the feeling that Wyll and Karlach aren't going to go well together, from what he said.
What is this? Investigate the temple ruins? Didn't we already do that? Whatever.
Yeah, which temple, though? There's more than one. Okay, to answer Kryptonian Eradicator in the chat. If we ignore constraints of relativity and the speed of light, what year on Earth is 1492 on Toral? I deliberately can't answer that because Wizards of the Coast has made a policy of not correlating them. Ta-da.
Okay. Find the thieves' hideout. We learned that the leader of the thieves is called Maul. Her gang has a hideout somewhere underground. Our belongings must be there.
Okay, let's find the thieves' hideout.
Yeah. Can one do that? Quickly. Save the refugees. Kagha, leader of the druids, ordered the tieflings to leave the grove. Zevlor fears they won't survive the road and asked us to intervene. Oh, so if we were in the grove, we could talk to a bunch of people in the grove, I think, is how we...
Okay. Do you want to do
because that's what these quests are.
Yeah.
Like, don't ask me, buddy. This is your run. We could just not do that also. Find the goblin priestess. Get help from Auntie Ethel. Rescue the druid Halsin. Oh, God, dude. There's so much stuff. There's stuff everywhere. Okay. Oh, we do get quest markers. All right, check it out, bro. Look at this. Githyanki Creche. Night Song. Druid Halsin. Auntie Ethel. Blade of Frontiers.
Space Ghost is telling us to investigate the temple on the beach. We did that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So maybe we gotta go back. But we can't, none of that gets our shit back. And if we want to do the quest for the Gabloon, we have to take Saza out of the Emerald Grove. So, like, we have to escort her if we want to do that quest. But we don't have to. So, we're going looking for our crap, I'm assuming?
Sure.
Unless you just want to say screw it. I mean, what did they really get away with?
I have no idea. Because they said your purse seems lighter, and I didn't see anything missing. At all.
It was just money. We're broke anyway. Kind of like, who cares?
Yeah, we're broke anyway. Yeah.
Stamped handbill. What do we got? Ooh, check this out. You want to read it, Ed? I'll blow you up so you can read the cool
Adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quest. Master Lorokin, the arcanist of Athkatla, the recluse of Razimus Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recovered storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. Well, first of all, he didn't assure any fortune. And secondly, if he really is that mighty a wizard, why does he have to hire adventurers? Just go and get the Night Song yourself.
That's a very good question, and I feel like that should be asked more in any actual D&D campaign. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Get it yourself. You're supposed to be this well, I'm just a little tired today, you know? Thank you so much for the super chat, Pipe Peanut Butter. And they ask, how do song dragons produce more song dragons if all song dragons are female? Oh, boy. Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, and there is indeed lore on that, and it's been covered.
Have we had a talk about the birds and the bees?
Pipe peanut butter, that is actually covered in lore. I should redo it in a video because Watsy kept changing song dragons.
Sick.
Yes, yeah. Not all song dragons are female.
So you're saying they get down on some dirty song dragon business? Do they sing while they do it? That's the real question. Listen. This entrance into the cave is pissing me off. The fact that I can't futz with it. Like... Okay. Okay. I'm calm. Oh, wait, is there... Oh, there's a ladder, baby.
Didn't we just do the ladder earlier? Oh, no, it's not the same one.
Not a chance I'll fit in
Not
there.
a chance I'll fit in there, but
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
So we need a little person. Wasn't there a scroll of enlarge reduce somewhere? Didn't the little fella, the gnome, little fella, probably not a flattering thing to call somebody. Didn't the gnome have a scroll of...
He'll be with you shortly. Ha ha.
Do you want to try to... Somebody is saying there's another entrance. Should we go get enlarge reduce, or should we try to...
I was thinking just go on with other things. We've got lots of other things
All right.
to...
Cool. Let's do fun stuff. I agree with you. I agree with you. Let's go to the map and let's teleport stuff. What other things are you talking about? You want to hit one of these quests, or do you want to go back to the Grove?
Let's go back to the Grove and ask. Yeah. How common would knowledge of sigil or sigil, if you prefer, but sigil, be in the Sword Coast? It depends on who you're talking to. Everybody's heard of the City of Many Doors, but it's all like Fantasyland Tavern Tale unless you're a sage. Or you really are a planeswalker.
This is why I love you, bro. You're like, well, you know, you can go to... I can't even repeat the sentence you just said because I'm laughing too hard. You're like, yeah, no, about sigil or sigil, but I mean, it's sigil.
Oh,
you just carry on with the lore.
You have disguised self, meaning we can use the other entrance. Oh, okay.
We can? I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you want to do in the thing? Did you want to try and do that quest where we talk to what's his face?
Let's talk to some of the druids without interfering with the ritual.
All right. Yeah, we'll just talk to him and see what's up.
I have something to ask.
Kagha, thank you. Oh, I can use the polymorph helmet I'm wearing. Nice, dude. Well, that wasn't English.
No, it's a spell. They're using Pig Latin, so I presume they mean to be their incantations.
Incant.
Down the stairs near the ritual. Aha. Yeah, let's not interrupt the ritual.
Oh, we've got a stone door.
Tantalus Complex. What do Grumbar and Luthik see in one another? Luthik loves all of her race. Grumbar is a lonely warrior type, and he wants mothering. He wants family. He wants companionship.
Why did that snake got horns?
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Kagha. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
One of your guards outside said you wanted to see me. Here I am.
I love the pensive silences. They probably piss off chat, but I have to be honest, after like we get through a dialogue option and then we just sit there kind of like contemplating, those pregnant silences are fun to me. I don't know why. Anyway.
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
These people are like awfully
took
shitty
back the
to
idol.
tieflings for
do it.
being a bunch of people that strap fake horns on their own heads. You know what I mean? I guess technically antlers, but you get the idea.
Release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble.
Hell yeah, dude. We are titans of video gaming, capital G gamers.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Kagha. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Ooh. Wow. Salty.
We have to talk to Gale, apparently.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
I like you more and more, Gale. Yeah. Putting a child on display like that was monstrous. I'm glad we... No, let number 3. Number 3.
The girl wasn't innocent.
I already did it.
But that doesn't mean she was guilty.
I already did it.
Okay,
I'm a hair trigger, Ed.
It's okay. Understood.
All right. Wrath.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle.
Jeez,
a tragedy prevented.
That Kagha seems dangerous.
Tila is an eyelash viper. It's a real-life snake. I've seen the type of snake. It's very beautiful.
Boing.
Well seen. Well
They
spotted.
look more like horns than eyelashes.
We've let the
let's just be real.
snake replace our leader.
I would love to run games for that, but yeah, Chris is an old friend. Jeremy, I'm friends with, but I've only met a couple times. Yeah. Who else have spelljammers? Yoggle, you have to start watching my videos. There's one about spelljamming into and out of Waterdeep.
We also have a shop item about spelljamming, which Jeff Grubb himself gave us the thumbs up on.
Yeah.
It's called
let's see. I'm looking for Nettie.
I'm looking for Nettie. I thought I clicked that.
I see.
Thank you,
will
Seth
find her
911.
deeper in the caves.
Number 1.
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Kagha back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give
Damn
anything
right.
to see
Let's
Halsin
go,
return
Aurora.
home.
Let's, I'll no need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and
I
my
think we already
gratitude
agreed to
as
take
well.
this quest, didn't we? Are we crazy?
Yep.
Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left
Oh, he's gonna
west
turn into a
with the
bear, isn't he?
adventurers. You won't
Cheeky
mistake the first
bastard.
druid for anyone else. Come, Silver.
All right, Shadow.
I suppose
Wait a
you've
minute.
noticed I'm not terribly
Yes?
fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers.
Look at the
It's
murals and
hardly
read
an
the plaque.
irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
I love that Gale's hat's still such a topic of conversation.
I'll try to avoid wolves in future where possible. That one.
Okay.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Okay, I agree with the people in the chat who are saying, let's read the plaque and look at the murals. That is what I would do anyway when I'm in a location. Because every time you don't, you miss stuff in the game.
That's true, kid. So what do you want to do to this?
Halson is fine with a bag on his face? Isn't that what we used to say back in high school about people? Okay.
I think that's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Number 2. I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
I want to talk about all that's happened to us. Couples therapy, we call it.
Let's do number 3. I'm going to do the gentle one.
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Ivan,
Never
Ivan,
had
okay.
a confidant like you. All right.
Number 2. Number 2. What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles? Your place or mine?
Tadpoles.
I suppose we go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No, we didn't choose that. No. Where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone
that's where
waiting
you're
for
from?
me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
They must be the strongest wizard in Baldur's Gate. Some random guy we've never heard of whose name
A
starts with a
family?
K.
A friend? A lover?
Let's just say it's a very
Sorry, I'm done.
personal, very private acquaintance.
Oh shit,
Oh,
she's trying to make
dear.
us jealous.
Turn to other matters. Let's just say leave for this, if that's the only choice it's giving us. I don't want to part ways with Shadowheart, but I don't want to say anything to her that will piss her off.
All right,
Let's go.
plaques.
Yeah, let's.
We got to read
let's
all the
look
plaques and gingivitises. Where are they? Ooh, Union plaque. Wait, there's a closer one. The Fallen plaque.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a
Tell us
reference to Shar's
more,
divine sister,
Shadowheart. Tell us more about Shar.
So is that the thread that we're following here? Shadowheart has something to do with Shar? Is that all the foreshadowing?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I love that you, dude. That's your.
Darkest
Oh shit!
hour,
I'll do it after
a
this.
concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade.
Oh, so the Harpers and
Wild.
Druids.
You recall stories of an alliance between Druids and the Harpers, but the details are vague.
For those that have been watching the newest videos, which we're a little bit behind on, but again, we're getting back to as we swap priorities about with the stream and everything else. That's how Ed's been starting his new videos. He's like, have you ever wondered this and that? Let's find out. And I'm like, if there was ever a doubt that Ed is Canadian, watch the new intros of the video. He said it exactly the same like 30 seconds ago.
Let's find out.
Claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
Nor do I.
Do you recognize the?
Nope, there's not enough there to tell me.
The horny lady?
It's not enough to tell me. I can't see anything that rules out.
This will all be over.
The Herpers. Oh boy.
Hey,
So glad
Sap
that's gonna be
91,
on our-
this is my world, you know?
Wicker chest. Why am I so slow? Magic of the Weave, an introduction. Oh boy.
Take it. Druids' chambers. Oh, are we stealing from the Druids?
Oh
And
wait,
who's
did we hit
that?
all the plaques? I'm sorry. People are getting enraged at my lack of plaquing. And I think I think I got them all.
Always clean the plaque, Ivan. Clean the plaque. Doesn't the dentist tell you that?
Yeah. My first grade teacher told me not to do it in public, but stone door. Okay. We're gonna see if there's some more plaques. Stone bed. Oh yay, tablets. Wait, we don't take tablets. Tablets are bad. There are so many. 7, dude? Where are 7? Okay, so don't... Why would they put all this shit here if they didn't want me to steal it? You know what I mean? Alright, let's go talk to this lovely lady. Hi, Nettie. Isn't that the thing you stick in your nose to clear out
I
mucus?
see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A moment.
This medicatrix.
How accurate...
There.
Ah, I'll ask
It's
you
up
after.
to her now. Life or death.
Ugh, it had to be a blue
Now.
jay.
What was it you needed?
Dude, Nettie's jacked. Did you see that vein on her bicep? What the hell?
Mhm.
How accurate would you say the spell language is to the spells that you know?
I'm looking for Nettie. No, the way you do incantations, it's totally... Everybody does their own thing, because that's one of the things, due to the code of conduct, we did not ever detail officially in the game.
Mhm.
I have detailed them in tons of videos and articles, but officially they
Yes.
didn't. Because they didn't want people to try them in real life. I'm looking for Nettie.
Investigation in the Druid Quarter is required. Thank you, Saft. I really appreciate that. For the super chat and the advice, which
Yeah,
that was a
thank you.
twofer. Two nice things at once. All right, you're looking for Nettie. All right, that's what we want.
Yeah. Yep.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Save. Save.
Yes, sir. Bing bong.
I hear healing as soon as possible.
Boom.
Come here. Let's have a look at you.
We're gonna freak her out, dude. She's gonna see we got worm brain.
You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
Number 1.
There's a parasite inside my head. A wriggling gate tadpole.
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
No, the other kind.
You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
So
We need
the
to be
Ignis,
This way.
the Ignis thing is funny, because you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Dresden Files.
Yeah.
Where like it was like really, really lame, but it's like they just made it work. Like whenever Dresden cast a fireball, he's like Fuego. And it's like all right, dude.
Yeah.
This one had the same
Okay,
problem
bro.
as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some
Raj,
goblins.
Relax. It's an important quest
Tadpole
line.
crawled out
you
of
know?
his head soon after.
Hi.
I'm hoping for a less grave cure.
Okay, I'm hoping for a less grave cure.
I'll do the best I can. I
That
know
looks
Master
pretty
House in
grave,
mind.
dude.
He'd have
It's a
your tadpole out
lobotomizer
like
with
that.
needles and thorns on it.
Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts
Roger is a cave
uneasily,
goblin.
hesitating.
He's very, very
Something's
fucked up.
off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Dude, I have a worm in my brain. What do you mean, have I noticed anything strange?
It might? What aren't you telling me?
Thank you so much for the super chat, Joe. You rule. It might? What aren't you telling
I'm
me?
telling you everything you
Oh,
need
I should have
to know.
scrolled down for you. There was a couple more
Believe me
options.
on
Sorry about
that.
that.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
I don't know how to answer that because none of those answers are an answer to what she's just asked. None of them are an answer to what she just asked.
Well, we're pigeonholed into one of these, unfortunately. They call it, that's funny. Number 2, I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life.
Protected from on high. Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find
What is
where
with
all
that
this was
stick?
happening.
It's so menacing. It's made of knives.
I don't know. I just woke up with it.
All right.
There we go.
I suppose that makes things easier. Give me your arm, please.
No.
Pull back.
Well, okay.
Pull back.
Yeah, just not while you're holding that stick, dude.
You
No
came
shot.
to me for help. Do you want it or not?
No, I'm leaving.
No, I can't let you leave. You could transform.
She was totally gonna fudge us up with that
This
stick,
is the
dude.
last time I'll ask. Please.
You're not asking. This is the threat.
To hell's with it.
Oh, she was trying to kill us, wasn't she?
Don't. Oh, she's gonna lunge at us?
I think so.
Dexterity, dodge when she. Attack her first, kill her quickly? No, a dodge when she lunges for you.
I'm
And
gonna
I
hit
have to.
F5 so you can change your mind on this later.
Okay. Yep. And I'm gonna answer Tantalus Complex. Zastam thinks he's doing things for the best and the right. Remember, he's a lich with a decaying mind. He has great plans for the Empire of Thay, and he thinks he's doing good. So, a redemption arc? Well, you see, he doesn't think he's evil. He just thinks that everybody in the world is a shithead and is in his way.
So first off, everyone's saying she's so trustworthy. I'm just saying, look at this stick and look at this face. Stick,
Yeah.
face. Does that look like the face and
No,
or stick
looks
of
like
a trustworthy person to you?
It looks like she's going to take that stick and poke it into my eye to try and, or ear, or up my nose, to get the tadpole out and kill us in the process.
Listen,
Okay.
she had the stick before we lied to her, is all I'm saying.
Okay, now I have to answer Joe Chang. Super
Okay.
chat, thank you.
Thank you.
Marsember, weather and pollution makes the place seem like a dreary place to live. How do Marsembers feel about their city? They're used to it. If you grow up there, you're used to it.
Put this, if we were friendly, should put the stick away. They're telling me. Anyway, okay, dexterity or intimidation or attack her.
Dodge when she lunges for you.
Oh God, I sure hope we're dexterous. Fucking. Oh, we get a +2? Tell me it's because I equipped some kind of cool ass. No, it's from proficiency. Alright. 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 It's only a DC 10, dude. Is she a dwarf? We've got to be more dexterous than a little old dwarf. They don't have a high con stat because they're particularly dexterous.
You dodge
Yeah,
her blow,
baby.
But as you regain your footing, you can see the
That was a
pain
really
in
pitiful
her
attempt.
eyes.
Now I kind of feel
I'm
bad.
sorry. I truly am. But I can't let you go. If you transform out there, you'll kill everyone in the grove. Everyone for leagues around.
What is her accent? It kind of sounds like a drunk Irish, a little bit. Am I wrong?
That number two. Number 2.
I'm not showing symptoms. That means I have time. Not sure. Woo, ah, ooh. Hey, daddy. Look at that.
Master Halsin did say the drow's tadpole was dormant.
She's a halfling.
Maybe yours is too.
I just want a chance to find a cure. Number 1.
All right, but on one condition. This is a vial of wyvern
Another stick.
poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing.
Thank you so much for the super chat,
There should
Pipe.
be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
I got them good tadpoles.
What do you mean should be changing?
Hey, Flair, it's good to see you.
And now I have
What
to
do you
answer
mean?
Peanut Butter.
Yeah,
yes,
please.
a Minotaur who was once human could work as a blacksmith in Waterdeep. Waterdeep is cosmopolitan trading center. All sorts of people are tolerated there. Now, if the Minotaur goes around attacking and killing people, that's a different thing. But you're judged on your
Yoga
actions, not that you happen to be a Minotaur.
Hot. Apparently, Nettie has some hot yoga energy. I
Now,
love that.
if as a Minotaur you tried to hire on as a pole dancer, maybe not. But as a smith, yeah.
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome
She
days
is pretty
later,
sweaty too.
The victim
Not only is she
transforms and a new
holistic,
mind
but
flayer
very
is born.
sweaty.
The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers.
Since when is the Sword Coast cosmopolitan?
And it doesn't turn you
Waterdeep's
into
been
one of them.
cosmopolitan since I
Not yet,
created it in
anyhow.
1965. What's the third option? I can't read it on my screen.
Sorry, you said you were tracking other victims. Did they change?
Yeah, that one. Let's do that one.
Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why.
Oh, uh-oh.
When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
Did you hear how they pronounce Selûne?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was
That's-
Saloon. I'm not sure what to do with the trailing E, so I'm just going to go...
Yeah, that's right. They
At
didn't
the
know
end of
what
it.
to do with it. Yeah.
And for the Temple of Saloon.
Let's answer, you think he's still alive? And to
think
answer
so.
Pam in the chat,
I hope
yep.
so.
Yeah, it was
sent
cosmopolitan
birds to
back
find
then.
him, but they
It was
can't get close
cosmopolitan
without
when
goblins trying to shut
Agaron
them
was
down. You, though,
was ruling it.
You're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
All right, I'll find Halsin.
Okay, I'm taking issue with this. What's the old saying? All ports lead to whatever? We've interacted in some massive dialogue threads with like 4 or 5 people, and every single one of them was like, cool, we'll go find Halsin. We already fucking did that. We were already going to go find Halsin. Why are you telling me I got to do it again?
Yeah.
I guess you need redundancy in case people miss it. But also, what the hell?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go find
Thank
Halsin.
you.
Yeah,
It would
okay,
mean
yeah.
everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I
Hey,
can see
we're
for
not spending
is they all
time
went to the
discussing
old
drow
temple of
breast
Saloon.
milk in this thread.
And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck
Cinnamon.
out
One
there.
word. Cinnamon.
And if things start to go bad,
Cinnamon.
remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Yes.
Step at a
Yes.
time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern
Ooh.
poison.
What's that?
Never tried
Bullywug
it.
trumpet?
To keep it that way.
Just made up words, man.
Kay Hawkins, sassafras?
Better than becoming a mind flayer.
Exhausted bird.
The bird's eyes
Oh,
are
yes.
glassy. Its breathing weak.
We don't even need to find Halsin, people are saying.
Any word on Master Halsin?
What do you know? You gave me the quest 38 seconds ago.
And I haven't left the room yet.
I literally haven't left the room. No, of course
Wow.
not.
Okay,
You
so
fool.
there's our first programming deficiency that we've. Well, never mind. Okay, fair
Hey,
enough.
Hey, as a programmer.
Yeah,
it's a
I know.
feature, not a bug.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, now
Plaques.
to
Do
answer.
you want to go plaque
to go
hunting?
Yeah, to go further with Pam, it's always been a cosmopolitan trading port. Waterdeep, deep water port. Waterdeep, deep water. And Waterdeep's population has always shrunk greatly in winter because of the climate. People go south. The rich people go south. So the population has always been
Mural
up and
depicts
down like a
druid
yo-yo.
and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
Thank you for the super chat, Tormuk. What would
Yes, the Farum be doing?
Yeah,
the Farum would be waiting to see who came out on top. If they end up with the Mind Flayers victorious, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoiler the game. They would then act, but they're waiting to see who comes out on top before they move. Don't worry, they're ready to strike, but they need to see who is winning, because that determines how they attack.
Alright, so I'm not seeing anything super fancy in here other than shit I can steal, which I would be happy to steal, but that's not my call to make. I think we've gotten this plaque. The Fall... No, did we not get the Fallen? I don't know, man. Union?
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, we got all these. We're plaqued up.
Skaldic Games, yes. Well, it has more than 200,000 people at the height of summer. And yes, it's about 3 miles by 4 miles, yes. Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off. She's a child.
Well,
It's got a bladder of steel, yes.
I know.
I know, because
Macy...
I've drunk a bottle of this since we started.
Macy says that they like that Gale's from Waterdeep. It's a nice little tie-in, and I agree. And I was saying, like, aren't they doing a Waterdeep expansion to this? I don't think anybody actually answered me on that, because I don't
You're
know
welcome,
these
Vitor.
things.
You're very welcome, Furkrin.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, last thing about Drow Best Milk, is it an ingredient in Drow Love Potions? No. It's an ingredient in Drow Healing Potions. Okay, where is Kagda, the leader?
Why is this drow dissected, first off?
Well, because, remember the tadpole? Yeah.
I succeeded a perception. Oh, is this a secret door? What do you think?
Let's try
we
it.
Knock it?
Don't forget to talk to Kagha. I don't even know where Kagha is.
Get knocked, nerd. No expansions? I must have just been hearsay. We can go down there, or we could go talk to Kagha, whatever. Ooh, mugwort. Oh, they moved away from Baldur's Gate? Interesting. Larian, how could you? Alright, what do you think? Do we go talk to Kagha, or do we go down this pit of despair?
Let's talk to Kagha. I don't want to keep going on missing stuff by moving.
Oh, we're gonna always miss stuff. As long as I'm pushing the buttons, you can guarantee we're missing a lot of stuff.
Is Durnan's 3 daughters and wife still alive, and do they still look like in their prime? We are on later Durnans now, but yes, they've all stayed alive and
Go
had
on.
children of their own.
Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Only a monster would threaten a child.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims.
Thank you,
A
Velvet.
viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter.
This woman's got
I
a
took back the
severe
idol
look
of
on her
Sylvanas,
face.
and the rite is resumed.
It's a
We will
handsome
seal the
woman.
grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Everything's a snake pun.
Okay, why can't I now read her mind? Because this is what I would do at this point.
I could. We could try. There's got to be a way. Nope. I lied.
No, their findings are not taxed. That's part of lore by Peanut Butter. That's stated in the lore. Your findings are not taxed. How long would they spend down there? Some of them spend the rest of their lives, which are short down there.
So why don't I get... Alright, listen. We got Gale interacting with her already.
Mm-hmm.
But I did just cast Detect Thoughts on Varara.
Yeah, I saw that.
So maybe we
yeah.
can talk to her again after.
Yep.
So do you want to do it best to speak with Zevlor or prattle all you want? The refugees aren't my concern. Or just attack her, because that's always an option. Resting Kagha face.
I hate those choices. No,
Yeah,
I
they're
really
not
hate
great.
those choices. I don't want to attack her, but I do want to find out what she's on about.
My guess is if we say we'd best speak to Zevlor, it might kill off the encounter, and then maybe we can try again with...
Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah,
You
I
will do
agree with you.
more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the
Did you know
grove
you should find
forever
Halsin?
shrouded.
Oh, this lady is a realtor. This part
Oh, I
of the
screwed
realms
it
is
up.
mine and mine
Oh, wait, no.
alone.
Alright, so we got Detect Thoughts going. Let's try...
Speak.
Yeah.
While there's time.
I'm trying to listen, lady.
This rite must be born of powerful magic. That's what I want to find out
The
about the
rite
rite.
of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out.
Huh. Doesn't look like we're doing any better.
No, it's like we're not being given a chance to detect her thoughts. The
Hey,
game
thank you
is
so
not
much,
allowing
Erica.
us
Good seeing you.
to use the spell. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can keep going down this path, or we can leave.
Thank you, Erica.
All will likely become clear later on.
Okay. Leave. Let's just leave.
Cool. And it's interesting too. What did Mac just say? Oh, go around the servants' quarters of the niche in a personal chest and in correspondence with it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go do that. One thing I like about this too is that Ed is not really a video gamer. So like there are things that like you don't think might necessarily be video game meta knowledge, like just being able to recognize when like something is just like filler text or like bullshit or like that's like obviously there's an intended path for the dialogue option, but Ed being kind of abstracted away from that like experience, it's fun because he gets to look at it from the perspective of like a role-playing game, and he just wants to like do it the way he wants to do it and like make the choices. So I think that I don't know, it's unique for me because I look at the choices and I'm like, oh yeah, just like ask about this, that, or whatever, they'll give us a quest, move on with our goddamn lives. But Ed's like, you know what I mean, you're having the opportunity to like play it in a kind of interesting way. I was told there's tadpoles around here.
Yeah, near the dead drow. Remember they said they cut it out of the drow.
Mind Flayer parasite specimen. Do we steel crap though? Is the option? Are you trying
to?
Sure.
Let's take the Mind Flayer parasite specimen. Let's take that.
Not?
Yeah.
Bottled tentacles. What do we got here? Bottled solvent. Alright, cool. Rock and roll.
Okay.
Apparently there was a cool little niche, though, where you can find out what Kagha was thinking. She has, like,
well, I see a lit thing over on the side there. There. No. Just to our right. Turn right again. There! Like, near the shelves. Yeah, there's light falling on the shelves. Why is there light falling on the shelves? And there are tons of books on the shelves. Aha! Read the notes.
Oh, yeah. P.S. Before we do that, there was a book we picked up.
The Weave book.
Oh, Magic of the Weave.
Book.
Yeah. You want to read the Magic of the Weave, bud? I can blow you up.
Few try to understand the Weave, a true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the Weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Not true, but, narrator could believe that. Thus comes the question, what is the Weave? It is Mystra. Oh, wait. The guy doesn't know that. He's going to say, it is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. True. It is what makes magic possible. No, not true. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. Correct. See Magic the Weave, Mystra and the Spell Plague. Oh my goodness, there's a sea reference. Excellent. The weave isn't magic, precisely. Rather, it is the raw material from which magic is woven. Not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by... And that's the end of page 1. So unless we can click it and turn the page... casting spells! Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they are born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases, not even rightfully theirs. Wow, we have an opinionated narrator who wrote this. No, to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art. But those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the weave provides. Right. What does it say on page 3? Of course, nothing.
Nothing. It doesn't exist. Also, I got called out for saying somebody's name wrong, but now I feel like I have to try. Is it Macieka? Macieka? Is that it? It's Polish? Come on, I gotta get credit for effort. At least. People are telling us to save because it's a miracle we haven't been
killed so far.
Noticed for stealing shit.
Well, let's just leave.
Okay, you didn't want to look for the paper that people are telling us exists?
No, I don't want to if it's going to screw up our getting out of here. I need to get to... Now we need to get to Halson. We have another...
This place is trapped.
Okay, so let's back out of it then. Aren't there other ways we could go?
Wait, what did I do, Space Ghost, that you're thanking me for?
Other room
Mustache.
behind bookshelves. Sleight of hand. Why do
think?
we have to go this way?
Well, we don't. Well, I think now
Yeah.
we're closed in. I think I've ruined everything. So do you want to try to disarm this? It's DC 30? I don't fucking think so.
No, I don't want to try and disarm this. Okay.
I thought this
Are
was
there
outta
any
here.
classes in D&D that use magic outside of the weave? Yes. But it's not so much classes, it's that there are other ways to access magic beside the weave. Just nobody uses them normally because they're long and difficult.
We're good.
Yeah, let's just get out of there.
Yeah, we can roll. Autobots roll out. Ah, stop making me click on the damn door.
Better not be cursed.
Alright. Buzzing on off.
I remember that.
Hey, no problem. Happy to do so,
Gabrielle, when it comes to Silvery Moon's recent history, you'll have to wait for a video that's coming out. The Gem of the North is a big, complex topic. Okay. So they're
Apparently
still going on with the ritual.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we have to get out of the grove.
I agree.
And find Halsey.
Let's go finally find this jerk off
Yeah.
Halsey, because everyone's screaming at us to find Halsey.
Okay, United Crossfire. What is my relationship with the Driz books? I love reading them. Okay? I'm friends with Bob. I mean, my relationship, I turn the pages. I read them all.
Yes. I'm actually, like, probably a bigger Dritz. If you can see my shelves right now, it's pretty obnoxious. I collect Dritz stuff. The thing that I love Dritz for, which I think probably a lot of people love Dritz for, is, I equate Dritz to, like, One Piece. In that, like One Piece
as
the
group?
anime. No.
Okay, the anime. Good, okay.
The pirate anime, yeah. It's like, you don't really care what they're doing so much. You just, like, want to hang out with your friends, right? And, like, the companions of the hall just kind of become your friends.
Right.
And so, no, like, every new book comes out, you're like, I don't give a shit what they're doing. I just want to hang out with the companions, man. Like,
And
I
in the
just love
case
these
of One
characters.
Piece, 132 volumes later.
Yeah, exactly.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunting packs.
Number 1.
Maybe, but we're not fighters.
Oops.
Be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
Of course I know anime titles, Melody. I'm a librarian.
Oh,
We
no,
do
no.
carry
Ed,
them.
if it's on paper, it's a manga. If it's an animated series,
Yeah,
it's
okay,
an anime.
yeah.
I'm sorry, an anime.
Yeah, understood.
I'm
yeah.
breaking balls, dude. I don't care. I don't think anybody cares.
Yes, Driz did cause the dual-wielding craze. Although it was prevalent in old games in first edition.
Oh god, light novels.
So far, from what it's too early for me to answer that. How faithful Larian was to the Forgotten Realms lore. So far, it sure feels like the Realms. I keep finding little things that I go, no, that's not right, or oh, this is the way they went with what they invented. So this is fine. Okay. Aha. Yes, you could do yeah, you could. There was a penalty for your second weapon. Anybody could use 2 weapons with a penalty. And then if you had the two-handed feature, you didn't have the no, Brainer, we deliberately never crossed the streams. Tristan and Elminster were kept apart deliberately. That was a TSR decision.
Alright, so you decided we want to go look for Halsin, correct? There's no other
Yep.
other side questy type stuff you want to do first? Alright.
Well, what else? Check our journal.
Oh, God. Alright. Ask the Goblin Priestess for help. Get help from Auntie Ethel. Rescue the druid Halsin. All right. I'm surprised that druid Halsin doesn't appear 18 times on our journal. Find the Githyanki Kresh. Embrace your potential. I don't know. It's just, I think that's ongoing. Save the first druid. Save the goblin Saza. Find your belongings. Save Arabella. Find the night song. If we bring him a night song from the crash on the Nautiloid, and then we've got just do stuff with people. There's a lot to do. I think the wise choice is probably just pick a thing, maybe.
Oh, so how long do you want to stream this time around?
I think that's probably a good place to do it. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Biggity boo, I know this is abrupt, and I apologize for it, but we've been going a while. So, I think that the move now is probably to bid farewell. I'm going to go back to camp. I promise that eventually, someday, maybe, probably not by next time, I will sell all the crap that's sitting in our inventory that we've been stealing from everybody. And in that time, I hope to have more benefits set up for YouTube memberships and Twitch and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go do the plug, and then I'm going to let Ed kind of finish up by saying whatever he has to say or wants to say. Check out the Patreon. Stuff like this, I know it seems silly. It seems like a camera pointed at a couple of middle-aged dudes, but it costs money and it takes time, and like we can't do this stuff, including any other video content, without the support of the patrons. We pay editors and platform fees and all sorts of other stuff, and Ed also is an incredibly hard worker who is busy 99.9% of the time. And so if there isn't a rationale to do this that becomes profitable for him to like buy food, which he has to do, he's forced to do other things. So we get the most time and the best content out of him by being supportive in that way. You can go to edgreenwood.com, or I'm sorry, edgreenwood.shop is his merch store. And you can also go to patreon.com/edgreenwood. Join the Discord, really active, healthy community full of tons of really great people. The Patreon is also full of really great people. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. There's tons of Realms lore knowledge coming, and I think we have like 30 or more banked videos that are coming too that the editors are working through.
Look at that super sticker there in the chat.
There's a super sticker? What? Oh, wow, I missed it?
Pair character doing a shaka sign with his hand saying "cool."
I think I missed it. Damn.
Oh, well,
anyway,
there you go.
Very cool.
And thank you, Pam. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it for my spiel. I just want to make sure that, because like Ed isn't good at promoting nor plugging himself. He just wants to make cool stuff for people, but like he should also be compensated for his work, in my opinion, which is why we started this project, Many Realms. So
yes, and go to the chat, go to the grotto if you want to just hang out and talk realms.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just bop you on over to the big old Ed Greenwood screen, and you can say so long to folks, however you deem fit. Oh, real quick before I do that, we're gonna try to stream again soon. We're trying to do one of these a week. We are doing one of these a week. I have stuff to talk to the Legends about. The Legends of the Realms, our highest Patreon tier. We'll talk about that. People have this really great idea about inboxing you questions, then we can address them in our own time as the streams happen. Awesome. So we're going to discuss format, but we'll be back within a week. It'll be a public stream, so no worries there. And we'll try to do a little better.
Did we save?
We
Says
did,
the guy who doesn't play games.
Booyah, there we go. I'm going to do a little bit better about scheduling things ahead of time, but it's tough with Ed's schedule. So the only person busier on the planet than me is Ed. So yeah, all right. Officially bumping it over to you to give thanks and praise and well wishes.
I just want to say thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for asking all the Realms War questions. Thank you for loving the Realms and supporting the Realms, because this is what I do it for, and I intend to do it for the rest of my life. You know, and I'm old, so but I will be bringing you Realms lore, and if you don't have the shekels to be part of the Patreon and so on, just go on Discord, join the grotto. All of the Realms creators show up there. People ask us questions. We try and answer them. And there'll be other people who love the Realms there who have probably found a reference that you're looking for, you know, what underwear the guards wear in some obscure publication from, let's say, Swords of the Iron Legion years ago. And they can tell you, so you don't have to buy it or look it up. Yeah, Ed, can we chat for 2 minutes? Sure. Do you want to chat for 2 minutes? Starts now. But we're not chatting about drow breast milk, okay? Just saying.
Also, thank you so much for the bits, Hawakuri. That's amazing. Realms forever.
Yeah. Thank
you.
you.
Man, Flair, you are legendary. With supporting with the pension, that's incredible. Trust me. If only we could all have see, I'm a millennial. Here's a hint of my age, and we don't get to retire, so I'm jealous on several fronts. I have to try to support Ed through backbreaking labor. It's my only option.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. I love doing these, and I love talking realms, and I spend every day talking realms. I have written 3 realms video scripts these last 2 days. Ha 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 ha! So there'll be more coming, and I'm also doing lots of other things I can't talk about yet. But again, for Patreons, tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah, tomorrow I'll upload a new Lost Lore of the Realms, and another one next week, and another one next week. So yeah, we're gonna try and both those things weekly. Our streams
and,
here,
Gabriel.
And,
Gabriel, the official email is edgreenwood. Yeah, edgreenwoodofficial@gmail.com. You can also jump into the Discord and drop your question there, and as people find time, we'll be able to address it. Can't give any super tentative answers now, just because it's, we get about 15 requests for new projects a day, so Ed has to be very sparing and selective, and we've got some other really, really big projects coming up that are occupying a lot of time. But appreciate you very much for asking. And like I said, drop into the Discord, send an email, maybe we'll check it out as we have time. But yes, anyway, everybody rules. Thank you so much for everything. Ed, you want to give him one last Realms Forever before I click off the stream?
Yeah, Realms Forever. Thank you for a great stream. And I hear the game is still saying things in the background. It sounds like Shadowheart, so we should tune in. But thank you for a great stream.